All right, Hotel family. This is your RBG brother, Guy Nollywood Jr. And we're just gonna have fun. And we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun. All right, that's all we're gonna do. This is on some clowning the coons once again. Got my brother. Brother, why don't you just introduce yourself?
I sure was good, bro. I'm not 100% sure, man. If you were playing music, but I couldn't hear nothing.
You couldn't hear? Yeah,
Yeah, no,
they
it didn't.
probably there. Yeah, it's all good.
But yeah,
It's all good.
everybody who are listening or may, be listening in the future, yeah, sure, bro. CJ, Prisoners of War Radio, and I'm just here to, uh, give my commentary on this presentation that Guy Nollywood Jr. Is about to present. So, man, I know this is going to be a good show, and like he said, man, we just gonna have fun.
Yeah, man, it's been a while since you and I, man, did a show together, man. Yo, it's been a while. It's been a minute. Oh, man.
I believe the Tekashi 6ix9ine joint was the last one we
Look
did.
Look at this. I used to watch Maurice Muhammad. He's a fraud, of course. Oh, you didn't see nothing yet. You didn't see nothing yet, man. Like, this dude is a fraud. He's a fake. And, I trusted him. I gave this dude a second chance. This man betrayed me, man, like overnight. Like, that's bonkers, man. But it's all good. It's all good. And he wanted to go, to his male partner, and he got a male partner, and we know who that is. And he wants to, slick diss me, and I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna bring the receipts. That's what I do, because he can't bring no receipts on me. He could try, but he can't. I know more, and it's funny. I know more about him than he know about me. So it's what it is. So, but I'm glad you tuned in. Shout out to my home girl, Erica Howard. What's good, baby girl? What's good? So here we go. So what I'm going to do, we're going to go after Uncle Ruckus. And we basically, and then he's basically exposed himself once again. My name keep coming out his mouth. I haven't talked about him, nor the girl toy feminist, but for some reason, because the Sonetta and the Nepal didn't work out, now they want to start slick dissing me and my brother CJ and brother Bakari, and you know what I'm saying. So I got to ride with my brothers and my sisters will ride with me. So I'm gonna just show you a quick clip. I'm not gonna play the video, but I'm just gonna hear what these fools says. So I'm gonna pick this picture up. And I like this picture. Let's see. Here we go. I gotta pick my Uncle Ruckus up in there. Now that's Uncle Ruckus. So we gotta do that. Let's do it. Here we go. Now this is what him and Deity. This is what him and Deity shut him down. Let's see if I can put that up. All right, here we go. Play this loud.
As simple as that. I'm not gonna give you no.
No, you said that these people needed to be extinct because they were born only to be slaves. They were good for nothing but to be a slave. So my thing is, how is it that you could speak to them in that way and then say, well, hey guys, I'm trying to help liberate you so that you can no longer be a slave? Is that what you? I mean, it makes no sense.
First of all, I'm not here to do nothing for you. I'm not just saying.
Right. So why is it that Right. So what is it that you want these people? Why do you get upset when they're not buying into your campaign?
I don't get upset.
You have gotten upset. You said that they won't let you on your. They won't let you.
I don't get upset. If I offer you my opinion, I offer you my advice, I offer you my suggestion. If you don't want to take it, that's your business. I'm like Tupac.
You gotten upset when You got upset when you said that they don't let you on. You addressed your problem or your dissent or your dislike against people not letting you on their platform. You say that these people are not for blackness like that.
But I don't care. Are they for blackness?
If they saying they are, how can you say that they're not just because they don't go along with what you're talking about? That's what I'm saying. So again, there's the contradiction. You said that you're not upset about it, but then
there's no contradiction. They've been around. Okay, it's simple as this. Mississippi campaign has been around for 3 years. Nobody want to help me. Nobody want to help brother.
Okay.
Okay, so you doing your business. So, what have they accomplished in the 3 years with thousands of people that think that way? What have they accomplished in the 3 years doing it their way? What have they accomplished? Go ahead and start writing down what they have accomplished. Nothing.
Right, but my thing is, if that's not a problem for you, in one way, you cannot speak to a group of people about wanting to help you with your campaign and then speak negative on these same groups of people and then uplift their oppressor in the same breath.
See, the thing about, I don't uplift no oppressor. Stop lying. How do I uplift that?
I mean, you can listen to your videos. It's on your videos. I mean, if anyone has some common sense, if they ain't crazy and taking on medication, they can hear it.
Give me an example. I mean, you still ain't brought the example. How do I talk? Show me that. How do I
you talk about how white people ain't the problem, it's black people and all this crazy shit.
It is.
And even on the one where we were talking, right? And even when we were talking about the one, even when we were talking about the whole Asian thing, I mean, you were talking uplifting these Asians and saying that just bashing your own race of people.
That's what you should have heard, because you don't be black. I'm not on that. I keep telling you, I'm not on that.
Exactly. So why would these black people want to join your campaign? I mean, does that make sense?
Nobody don't want to join that shit.
No. See, this is the thing.
You keep saying it's for black people, but you ain't for black people. Come on, man.
Go ahead, baby girl.
What are you doing?
So, brother, I'm just right on that black and black.
But you just said that you're not for that black stuff.
And here we go.
How can somebody trust you if you're not for them, but then say you for them? You're not. That's not you saying too. That you double talking.
I just want to
comment. Angel, she's missing the entire point. See, and I'm not gonna go back and forth.
I just want to play that real quick. You heard that?
Yes, sir. It's funny, you know.
Yeah, wait a minute. Let me play it with Alcorn. This is with him and Alcorn. The one with Alcorn was even more funny.
Yeah, that's just funny. I heard that.
This is one with Alcorn. Give me one. Here we go. If Alcorn get on here, man, I'm telling you, this is a wrap. Hold on, here we go.
So my personal hurt, my personal pain, I can easily overlook, because to hate these still would be hating myself. And I know that they've done it with ignorance, and they deserve freedom, justice, and equality. They deserve to be put in a better place. Now, if they continue, when they come into their right state of mind, then that's different. But how can you blame and hold a grudge against somebody who is insane? And the same person is not responsible for their actions. So I consider us in an insane type of condition. So you cannot blame them. They cannot be held responsible for their actions because of severe mental disorder. And I know this. If I was ignorant, I would be part of the Tommy Sotomayor crew, the Kevin Samuels crew, and some of these other folks. They hate their own. I would be part of that clique. Probably one of your worst nightmares. But I understand. I'm not going to blame my failures. I'm not going to blame my disappointments and frustration on another victim. So, brothers and sisters, or any other brother and sister. However, I'm going to tell you the truth about my experience. And if that's my experience, then we need to take a good look at ourselves. It make you look bad, but it's the truth. So it's better to accept that truth than try to hide from it. I'm not the only one that went through that type of experience. And even now, who's the one that's slandering the Mississippi campaign? I haven't seen not one Caucasian person make a video or say anything. Matter of fact, I have videos where Caucasian people are promoting the Mississippi campaign. So who's the one that is against it? Who's the one slandering and gossip? And I don't understand and trying to destroy it before we can even build. It's my own.
So with that being said, from what I gathered from your response is that black people are insane and white people are good. And again, it comes to...
So we can get rid of this. I did not say that. I did not say that white people was good and the black folks. That's why I don't try. You are a liar. Stop it.
I'm asking you questions, sir.
I did not say that.
That's why you clarify.
I'm not going to clarify nothing. You are a liar. You come here to lie. And I'm taking you on.
I gotta play that, man. That shit was funny. Hold on. Yo, what's your thoughts, man?
I mean, man, you know, I heard both of those videos and stuff, man. You know, my thing up to this point, I just want to see some type of plan of action. But I already know that this is YouTube. It was created for entertainment. So that's what I get out of it. And yeah, both of those clips were mad funny, yo. Funny as hell, bro. Like, I couldn't stop laughing.
You're going to continue accepting
What the hell?
stuff that you should not accept.
I don't know what that is.
That's me.
See, this is a problem.
Oh wow.
I watched the Darrell interview.
Oh, that's Maurice.
Give me 1 second.
Excellent job on the Darrell interview, Brother Angel. Well, why?
Give me 1 second. I don't know
why is this man coming after you in such a manner?
I don't know. Why is this thing?
You say that you dissed a lot of groups.
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Yeah. Let me take that out. Give me 1 second.
And this is a
problem. I don't even know when this is. Hold on. Why is this thing?
Yeah, it cut off.
I know. I think I know what that was.
Yeah, that was probably one of the.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, so that was that was funny. Yeah, that was funny. I just had to play that because just to show the hypocrisy, and two people basically said the exact same thing. How could you diss black people, but you want them to be on board on your plan? So I just thought that shit was crazy. I want to play a little bit of this next individual, and to me, she's very stalkish, and she won't leave me alone. She keep harassing me, cyber stalking me, and listen to the filth. And she's obsessed with me. She's obsessed with me. I don't even know why. And just listen to the things that she said. What she said. Let me show you. Let me play you what she said real quick. Here we go. This is Mammy Noble, the black feminist, the girl toy feminist.
Because you got a whole life, that don't mean nothing. It don't. That's why I say I think he really want to fuck me. I think he wish he had some of this. That's why I keep saying it. he wish he could have me. That's what I think.
Well, you should make
He wish he could have somebody.
Ew, that's fucking disgusting.
He made Umar Johnson look like I know one thing. I'm just like, why are you talking about me sucking penises? Why are you talking about me in that manner? Because he wished I was sucking his penis.
Oh my God.
You laughing, but I'm dead serious. I think he wished I had my mouth on his penis. That's what I think.
Yo, this is now. Let me tell you something. Let me see. I gotta stop that. I gotta stop it right there. That is so perverted. That shit is so perverted. Let me tell you something, brother CJ. She's the type of person that she would drug me and rape me. She's the type of person she would be. You ever saw Coming to America too, CJ?
No, I haven't seen part 2.
Yo,
yeah.
Well, it was one scene in there where Eddie Murphy, his role, he found out that he had an outside kid, a son, right? And found out he was raped. He got raped. One of the women put a drink in his, and just some crazy chick put a drug in his drink. She did a Bill Cosby, and he got drugged, and she raped him and had a baby by him. He didn't even know that. This is what I think this chick will do to me. She would do a Bill Cosby on me. I'm telling you, this chick would do a Bill Cosby. She's already bragging about sucking penises at whatever age. That's sick. Like, why are you bragging about that? That shit ain't cool, man. Like, why are you fantasize about me? Like, oh, I know he wish he wants to fuck me and this and that. Like, come on, like, that's fucking disgusting. I don't want that old wrinkled pussy. Like, come on, stop it. What that old 50-year-old pussy? Look out of here, son.
Hey, you funny, man.
Your old ass somewhere else, you bum bitch. You broke ass $2 prostitute. Get out of here. Yo, get out of here. I don't deal with brokies, yo. Get out of here. Come on, man. Get a life, yo. Stop mentioning my name. I ain't talk about you. If anything, I try to help you. I said, look, I gave her a peace offering. I said, if you can show any ill wills that I've done for you, I'll give you $1,000. I said, I would promise I'll put $1,000 in her cash app. And she didn't take her. She know, but she want to keep mentioning my name. Oh God, no, all these parents. Why you keep mentioning my name? Then you talking about, you fantasizing about me, talking about, he wish I could suck his dick. Come on, man. That's sick. That's perverted. She a pervert. Get your old ass out of here. Nobody don't want your old wrinkled pussy.
Wow. Wow.
Yo, word up. So then this is the part when Deity shut her down. This is Deity shut her down. This shit was funny too. What the fuck? That was me? Oh. Okay. You there? Everything good?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Here we go.
How to understand each other. Also speak without arguing. Yes, sir. We got to learn how to communicate with each other.
No, this is not it.
That is a problem with it. And that's not a reality. And where does it come from?
Here we go.
Remove your emotions.
Here we go.
Has made it a point to where he has said he's not on that Black Pride shit. And when I come on his platform, I understand that that's where he stands. And I can agree to disagree with his stance. I'm not on here to debate. I already know who I'm talking to. He's not playing
Well, first of all,
hold on, let me talk. Let me answer the question. Let me answer the question. We are two grown women. Let me answer the question. What I'm saying is that he is not playing. I'm not saying that this is what you're doing. I'm going to get to the point. But I'm laying down groundwork so that you can get it. Because you didn't initially. He's not playing both sides. He's saying where he stands. Now, whether a person agrees with that or not, that's their point. They can move on. What I'm saying is that a lot of the times people who are trying to find themselves, they tend to either play both sides knowingly or unknowingly. You cannot have racial pride and claim racial pride, yet and still you emotionally speak on the negatives and the illiteracies or the retardations of your race in the midst of holding a conversation about a race of people who oppress your own people, yet and still you have empathy for them and you have none or have not expressed any for your own. That is not racial pride. That is a sense of confusion. Now, the issue is not so much what you're saying. Let me talk. My name is not man, but let me talk. Let me talk. I'm answering your question. Let me talk. Let me talk. Let me talk and I'll pass the mic. Let me talk and I'll pass the mic. Let me talk and I'll pass the mic. Let me talk and I'll pass the mic.
You don't know me well enough.
Remove your emotional state. Let me talk and I'll pass the mic. You asked me a question. Let me talk. So what I'm saying is,
I'm 46 years old.
That doesn't mean anything. Let me finish. Because you asked me a question.
I am 46 years old.
Well, you clearly didn't want the answer.
I don't need to find myself. I've already found myself.
So you got the answer.
Well, see, I say I don't need to find myself. I've already found myself.
So you got the answer.
When did I say I don't know the answer?
I said you got the answer to the question you was asking me. Pay attention.
Well, see, in order for us to find ourselves, we have to agree with that blackness talk, the Pan-African, pro-black, and if you don't vibe on that narrative, you hate yourself. I'm soul brother number one. My people are descendants of slaves born in America. I'm just not saying I'm not into that black stuff no more. I can't do that no more.
I don't put other people over my people. Among them, some of them, they don't like each other, but they don't let their post know you. I make you no different than the Uncle Tom or the Queen or the Simp that go against their own people, but the external outside forces that have always oppressed us. You see what I'm saying? But my thing is that, we got to learn how to understand each other also without arguing.
Yes, sir.
We got to learn how to communicate with each other. And that is, in fact, a problem with black people in America, is that we don't know how to talk to each other.
I mean, I just think, people think they know me and they don't know me. That's all. Don't nobody know me. I think people think they know me, but you really don't know me.
I got you, sister. But my thing is this, is that
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about just in general. People think they know folks.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying? They think they know me, but they really don't fucking know me. You know?
She's in her feelings.
Like someone does.
Yo, this chick is in her feelings, yo. This chick is in her feelings. Yo, let me tell you this. She got schooled by a young chick. All right. Brittany got to be like at least late 30s. I'm going to say late 30s. She's got to be in her early 20s. Now, not early 20s. I would say mid or late 20s. She got schooled by a young chick. She got schooled by a young chick, yo. Like, come on, yo. Like, you got schooled. You supposed to have all this knowledge and you supposed to be all this and you got schooled by a young chick. Come on now. And let me tell you something. And I want to get this record straight. First of all, Mammy Noble, I I'm not taking credit of your book. I'm not taking credit of your book. But my whole thing is this, is that when I first met this chick, brother CJ, she was a Christian. She was a Christian, and she was trying to convert us into her Christianity by saying God was saying Jesus was a historical figure. And then all of a sudden, because she spoke to, I'm just saying, it's just kind of, kind of strange where after she spoke to me and Brother Bakari, all of a sudden, she write this book. But my thing is, who inspired you to write this book? Because if you inspired me, I'm going to say, well, this person inspired me. I want to say thank you or whatever. Thanks for this person for giving me the enlightenment to write this book. And then you want to know why your book ain't selling? Your book ain't selling. And I want to tell Mammy Noble this, and I hope she's watching, because I know she's a stalker, and I know because all black feminists are the same, stalkish. The reason why your book ain't selling is not because of me, is that maybe because you're not a good writer. Not to say that you can't write, but you're not a good writer. And then you don't have people who's really, and then when people say they buy your book, but they don't read your book. My whole thing is this, like when you like Oprah, right? Oprah will, when she promote people's book, she would say, look, I read this book, and she would say, this is a good book, and she would name a couple of quotes. I like what you said this, I like what you said that. But ain't nobody said they wrote your book. They said they bought your book, and they just bought your book out of pity. They bought your book out of pity, but they haven't read your book. So I don't understand. Like, don't blame me because you ain't making money off don't blame me because your book ain't selling. I'm not the problem. You was on Sarnetta, you was on Nepal, and you fucked that up. Now all of a sudden, because you fucked your dream up, now you want to blame me. I'm not the problem. So that's the thing. Maybe you're not a good writer. Maybe you're a selfish piece of shit where you could takes people's people have to enlighten you, and you don't even say thank you in your book. I want to give thanks to that's what I would do. If somebody enlighten me to write a book or whatever, I'm gonna put their name in the book. So I want to thank this individual for enlightening me, for me to write this book. That's what you do. And you thinking you're gonna get all this good luck all of a sudden? No, it's not gonna go down. CJ, what's your thoughts on this? Before I go to
well, I mean, man, for one, there's way too much, toxic female masculinity that I've been noticing, especially amongst these so-called, blackity black circles. Like, we get these sisters who have, newfound, have a newfound wokeness.
Right.
And they just are just so masculine. And the thing, and I'm not going to speak directly to Mrs. Noble because I personally have never had, too much of an issue with her per se. I wish her luck. I don't know anything about her book. I haven't read it. I just briefly heard about it. But when it comes to the entire religious debate, I mean, the way I look at it is, the way I'm going to say this, and, I could debate with people all day long about this, but the way I feel, it's just an opinion based, is nobody knows whether there is or there is not a God until you die, until you go, until you meet your maker. Nobody can say that there is or there is not a higher power. That's the way I look at it. So to place God on trial I mean, first of all, you would have to give a definition of the God that you speak of. I mean, is God Mother Nature? Because
Right.
I definitely know for a fact that there is a higher power. I mean, do we call that higher power Mother Nature? Do we call
Right.
that higher power the cosmos?
Exactly.
Do we call that higher power, the blue-haired, the blonde-haired, blue-eye, rosy skinned Jesus of the Bible? Who is that higher power? Do we believe in, these fables that was written, the Garden of Eden, to where supposedly Eve in the beginning of human creation was approached by, this devilish serpent that inspired Eve to to convince Adam to eat from the tree of life. Right. I mean, man, these are questions I don't get off into that. I don't get off into the things that I don't know about. One thing that I do know about is just my position and what I'm going through on a day-to-day basis. But all the back and forth and stuff, man, with Miss Noble, man. She needs to stop it. She's too grown. And she burnt. I believe one thing that I will say and critique about Miss Noble is that she's starting to burn way too many bridges. Like, when I saw Miss Noble up there with on Sinetta TV, I watched both episodes. I saw her up there with Sister Nepal Shada.
Right.
And I was wishing her all the luck in the world. Like, oh wow, she's coming up.
Right.
She's coming up within the conscious community. Now she's gonna be the next celebrity.
Right. Right.
But she burned those bridges for various reasons. I wasn't on the inside, so I have no clue as to what happened. But she should have stuck with them because they could have made her, really be something instead of following them behind, these bozos. These sniffies, these these circus clown sniffies instead of following behind these people who've been making who got like 10,000 videos up on their channel, been doing this for 15 years, got nothing to show, sitting up there on that plastic covered couch talking about they moving to Mississippi. Yeah, right.
Motherfuckers, you got these old dudes drinking out of jelly jars and pickle jars.
So she was headed, to be on a winning team. She should have stuck with it. She should have toughed it out.
Right.
She was gaining traction within the conscious community.
She was. She was,
yeah,
and honestly, I was proud of her.
Same here.
I even said when I did the rebuttal with Bozo Muhammad, I said, I wish her the best. I want her to be successful. But the thing is, in order to be successful, you got to hang with successful people. That's what it is. You got to hang out with success, breathe success. You can't hang out with the same losers and you try to be successful because they're gonna bring you down.
Yes, sir.
So she decided to be loyal to nobodies, and then she's back to a nobody again. She gonna blame herself. Then she want to put my name in it. No, fuck that. But she's the one. She's the one who's fantasizing about me, talking about, oh yeah, I know he wish I could suck his cock, and oh wait a minute, what's all this nasty shit? Like, you're a pervert. Get out of here. I don't want that old 50-year-old vagina. Yo, this chick is sick. But now I'm going to get into this situation right here. Here we go. Give me 1 second. Here we go. I'm gonna screen share this. Now we got those goofy motherfuckers out the way. Yeah, she claimed that she's celibate. That bitch ain't celibate. That bitch ain't celibate. She's talking about, oh, I only had sex. So you had sex outside of marriage at 27? No, but that was much earlier than that. You ain't celibate. Yeah, but she's lying. Yeah, that Mammy Noble was lying with that. I don't believe. Let me say this, and I said this in my Black feminist one. I don't believe nothing what these Black feminists say, and I tell people I don't care what they say out their mouth. I don't care. Oh, I was molested. I don't believe them. I don't believe nothing what a Black feminist say. Nothing, because they're liars. They're a bunch of liars. All of them. All of them. So here we go.
That's so funny.
Yo, look at this dude, son. We just gotta sit there and laugh at this dude, yo.
Yeah, hey, this is funny. Hey, bro, you got those screenshots, man. Oh my god. I'm trying to remember the messages. Oh, I gotta see that. This is just this is circus. Oh man! Wow, this is funny.
We gotta get this class. Thank you. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Soul Mississippi Initiative Circus. And as you can see, folks, I'm going to screen share. I'm not screen share, but I'm going to play you what this Bozo Muhammad says. Soul Bozo Muhammad. She says she can't see anything.
Wow, I wonder not. I can see it. Wait a second. I'm on the video and I'm on the video. I can see it. I can see it up in StreamYard.
Yeah, it's there. Like, yeah.
Make sure. Everybody that's watching, can you guys see the actual screen?
Yeah, it's live. It's there.
Because
maybe she's thinking something else, because it's definitely live on my show. But so what I'm going to show, I'm going to play you the fuckery and the stupidness that he says. She said, I see it now. Okay. So I'm going to play you where he talks about, where he praises white superheroes and where he downplays Black superheroes. Okay? This is supposed to be Soul Brother B1 Muhammad, Bozo Muhammad, Mr. Soul Brother. So his listen to the nonsense how he praised the white superheroes. Here we go.
Excellent job at the.
Wait a minute, this is not it. He praised. Let me see. Oh shit. Here we go. I don't know why I didn't. Okay. Okay, give me 1 second. I gotta go back. Okay. All right, here we go.
Yeah, let's see. I think, yeah. So as we're looking at these super friends,
so he put up. So just to let you know, he had put up. He puts up this Marvel, all these white superheroes of these Marvel. Yeah. I decided to do it. That's hardcore. That's hardcore. I keep saying hardcore. My video keep coming up. Yeah, I decided to do it early. Hard code. If you want to come on, just let me know. So he puts up all these Marvel superheroes, right? All these white Marvel superheroes, but he gets confused by talking about Superman, Batman. So he's confused. He don't even know the difference between DC Comics and Marvel Comics. Now listen to what this. Okay. He said, I want to come. He said, I want to, he said, I want to come after you do your intro. Okay, no problem. No problem. I would like to have my brother go in on him. All right, I got you. So here we go. So listen to what this Bozo has said. Watch he gets everything confused.
And there's always a line that comes with that, right? You'll find that the first thing is trauma. Trauma is always at the heart of the problem. When you look at Batman, his origin story, what was at the base of his origin of coming into Batman? He was Bruce Wayne. He was rich. Mommy and daddy got killed in a robbery. Turned his life around, and he says, now I'm going to be a fighter for justice. Right? So he gets all these gadgets.
Now you see how he knows about these white superheroes. He's basically, explaining. You could tell he watched all the movies. You could tell he read the comic books, but you notice he don't put them down. Now this is DC Comics. This is not Marvel Comics. But he has a picture of all the Marvel comics, all the Marvel superheroes when he on his male partner's channel. And the reason why I say male both ways, in my opinion, that's what I think. I think he's deep down, I think he's really gay. Or I would say bisexual, whatever you want to call it. But here we go. Let's continue.
And he comes out and he's fighting, regular common criminals. Superman. Was there trauma at the origin of Superman? Yes. His planet that he was living on, it was exploding. It was in the uproar. His mom and daddy put him on a ship and sent him away. So he comes in and he lands in America on planet Earth. So you have trauma and all of these superhero lifetimes, right? You look at Hulk, the Incredible Hulk, trauma. He was out there conducting radioactive experiments. Somebody came in there, snuck in.
Now, CJ, you see how he embraced all these white superheroes?
Right.
He don't talk nothing bad about them.
Okay, gotcha.
He don't talk nothing bad about these white superheroes. Now, he forgot to say that, even white folks believe in fantasy because he did Superman. And I know Erica Howard, she probably heard this story. I know my brother Hard Cole, brother CJ, you probably heard about it. Shade 91 haters, race mixing traders. I know she heard about it. That when I was growing up, I heard a lot of white kids was trying to be like Superman. And what did they do? They put their little fake cape on and they started jumping out the windows. A lot of them either got seriously injured or got killed because they thought they can fly. But I'm surprised he did not say that. He didn't say these white kids living in these fantasies. You know what I'm saying? But when it came down to the Black Panther, oh, he had a lot to say about that. He had a lot to say about that. So let's hear when he talks about the Black Panther. Let's hear we gonna talk about against the Black Panther. I'm gonna play this right now. I know exactly what it. That's why I have to give me 1 second. I know exactly where to go. Now I want you to listen to how he talks bad about the Black Panther. No, that's not it. Watch this. Now listen to what this bozo has said about the Black Panther.
What are you going to do? Because people that love this, look here. They love this Wakanda bullshit. They didn't even give you a real goddamn country in Africa. They gave you more make-believe. I took my daughter to see it. And as we were driving home, she said to me, she said, Daddy, what you think of the movie? Because she was looking at my face. Because it was all, contorted. And I said, I didn't like it.
Now I'm going to say, let me say this. Let me say this. Let me say this. What he did to his daughter, yeah, no, Superman didn't have a real country. It was in New York, but they called New York the Daily Planet. And this is what he embraced. But you see how the Black Panther movie it's a children movie. Now, when you take your kids to a children flick, as a good parent, you ask your child, did you like the movie? And most likely the child going to say, yes, I liked it, enjoyed it. And that should have been the end of it. The movie wasn't even about him. That's to me, that's abuse. And he's going to say, I didn't like that movie. You don't tell your child, well, what type of fucking parent are you? That's abuse. That's psychological abuse. To me, he's an unfit parent. He's unfit. You're going to rob your child because your child embrace of seeing an action hero or action action hero or action villain in her image. So you're gonna take that away from her? You're an unfit bastard. You're an unfit parent. I don't care what nobody say. Now, I want to show you something else. Because he says something about Killmonger. He said, Killmonger is one of us. That's a damn lie. Now, I want to say this. CJ, let me check this out, CJ. You could tell his reality is mixed with fantasy. Because, and listen to what he says about Killmonger. He said, Killmonger is one of us. And he was supposed to kill the cracker, and they didn't let him do it. And I'm just like, wait a minute, did he just sit there and showed a picture of all these white Marvel superheroes? So what happened if Killmonger decide to go along with it and just said, okay, what do you think he's going to face? He's going to have to face Iron Man, Captain America, the Hulk, the same people that he talks about that he embraced. But you sit there and you try to make it seem it's supposed to be this Nat Turner movie. This is ridiculous. Now listen to what he says. I'm gonna watch it. Listen to what he says, CJ.
She said, why, Daddy? I said, because I paid money for them to smack me in my face.
Wow.
You got to think about this. Here is the one brother, the quote-unquote evil one, was one of us. Was one of us. And the goddamn Ugandans was protecting America, was protecting the CIA. They killed him because he wanted justice for us. And these motherfuckers out there celebrating the ones who killed them. It's not a nerve. Find the bullshit? No, but you want to say you're woke. You want to say you're woke. You're not woke. You're an ignorant nigga and you love it.
Yeah, I gotta play that real quick. I gotta play that shit real quick. Yo, that he said Killmonger is one of us.
That's wild. You know the main thing that got to me though, bro?
What's that?
And I'm hoping, man, that you still got the screenshots.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about,
Yeah. I got it. I got it.
That right there, bro, just destroyed all credibility to me, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, man, that's the final nail up in the coffin right there. And it's just, wow, I just would have never, like, I'm still struggling, you know, to this point to even believe that, you know, those images are real, that they're not Photoshop. Because, man, I would just say, no, not this brother. Anybody but this brother would do this, man. I can't wait till you get off into that part, man. Because, bro, man, I'm almost in tears just looking at. Looking at
that. but it's just crazy how he said Killmonger is one of us. No, he's not. First of all, Killmonger is not even real. That's number one. But if you really look at it, even in the fiction world, you can't even say that. Killmonger believes in he believes in DNA. Killmonger knew where he came from. Let me ask Soul Bozo Muhammad if he's watching. Where you come from? Did you take your DNA? Where you come from, Bozo? Because your last name is Muhammad. That's a B-Rab name. You're a B-Rab. You are soul. How they say you're a soul sand rat.
Hey, remember that movie Soul Man from the 80s?
Yo, you know, like so you know, like that. He's a B-Rab. You don't even call himself an African man. He came from Asia.
Asiatic
so you
black
cannot
man.
come off your mouth talking about you a Killmonger. So I'm gonna make him happy. I'm gonna make him happy. Yeah, she said I can't stand B-Rabs. Exactly, can't stand these motherfuckers. So here's a okay. Who's this person? Black Panther movie was not empowerment. Okay, you know what? Let me I'll put that person on timeout. So here we go. So I'm gonna make Soul Bozo Muhammad a little happy, and just a little, cause since he didn't, just to show him how he did kill a few. Killmonger did kill a few white folks in the movie, so I'll make him happy. So I'll screen share this. I'll screen share this for him, just to make him happy. Since he wants to pretend that he's Killmonger because he lives in the fantasies. So I'm gonna make you happy. Here's Killmonger. Now you see that? There you go. That's DNA. That's encrypted DNA to let him know that, hey, I'm a Wakandian. right? So when you got this B-rap saying, well, he's one of us. No, he's not. He's not you. Even if you want to claim that in the fiction world, he's not one of you. He went back home. He's a Wakandian. Okay? So I'm just trying to figure out where he said that's DNA right there. Right there. Right there. He showed him.
I think I saw you some crazy
See? So, as you can see, he said, who would think I thought you was some crazy American? See? So that's what Bozo Muhammad is. He's an American. Let me put his picture right back on there. Let me put Bozo Muhammad picture back on here. We're gonna get some laughs today. There you go. There you go.
Wow.
So I want people to understand. So I just put that in because I know that's going to make him feel better. But no, sir, you never, I don't know why you would think that you want to live in this fantasy. First, you want to downplay the movie. The movie was not even about him. But let me say this, because I want to screen share something. Let me see something real quick. And I want to ask Maurice this one question, because he has something against the Black Panther and all that stuff, with dealing with our children, because he hate to see our children. So it makes, he's hate to see our children to look up something or to have their own imagination with people that looks like them, right? So I asked him, so when you bought your sons, and I'm going to ask Bozo Muhammad, when you bought your sons action figures, when you bought your daughters Barbie dolls, let me ask Bozo Muhammad, what color were they? What color were those action figures, Bozo Muhammad? What color were those Barbie dolls that you bought your daughters? Because you had to buy your kids toys. Hold up, brother Bakari. Hold up. So you had to buy your children toys. So what color were they? Since you tired of this Wakanda bullshit, but you sitting there embracing, Batman and Superman. So CJ, the reason I'm showing this, because CJ, let me ask you a question. Do you know who this action figure is?
No, man. I mean, I'm very interested in learning.
Well, my parents bought me this toy when I was young. That was during the 80s when the Master Universe toys came out. This toy, maybe, I don't know if Brother Bakari might know about this, but this toy, his name is Sunman. That's his name, Sunman. Did you know who created Sunman? CJ?
No, sir, man. Please enlighten me.
It was a sister.
Wow.
See, even Hall Cole said, he said, I remember seeing that before. This was one of my first toys. My parents bought me this toy. My parents bought me this toy. My mother always said, if you're going to get into anything, whether it's Jesus, Santa Claus, even when it comes down to action figures, make sure it looks like you. And make sure it works by you. Right. That's facts. Sunman is a Olmec toy. That's right. So, but I'm gonna show you who's it was a sister who created the toy. Her sister's name Wila S. Essen. She's the founder of the Olmec Toys and the creator of Sunman. It was a black woman that did this. So it was our people that want to have things in our image. That's power. How come we can't have superheroes to look up to or supervillains to look up to? And she said she was tired of seeing, all these white action figures. So she decided to make an action figures to look like us. So we have to embrace this, man. This is for we have to embrace our people when it comes down to this. Now, first of all, as far as the Black Panther movie, it was directed by a black man. The beef between, it wasn't really a beef, but it was a little the difference between Malcolm and Dr. King. And if you look at the X-Men, that's what Stan Lee got it from. Malcolm was supposed to be Magneto. Magneto was supposed to be Malcolm X, and Professor Xavier is Dr. King. Now look if you read or if you understand Magneto, he sounds like Malcolm X. He said, "Look, the humans don't like us, so we need to just come together and do us." And we need anybody that comes in our way. The humans, they better just leave us alone, or we're gonna deal with them. But Professor Xavier is saying that if we just look, we'll do fine. We just live among them as long as we don't cause any trouble. We deserve the same type of rights and stuff like that. So that's what Stan Lee got that from. He got that from our stories. Right. Actually, Black Panther came out before the movement. Well, the Black Panther, no, I disagree with that. I disagree with that. Stan Lee got the idea, and he said it for himself, that he got the idea from the Black Panther Party. That's he said that for himself. I'm just saying what he said. So yeah, that's true. Haru is a phototype of all super, and that's what the sister she got, because this sister right here. She's very because if you read, because CJ, check this out, right? In the back of when you open up the package, right, you see like a mini comic book, and it tells you that that Sunman comes from Africa. He comes from the motherland. Wow. And of course, that supposed to represent Haru and all that. That it still comes from the ancient. That's where he got the wings and all that stuff. So it was very interesting. So it tells you about his background. But according to Bozo Muhammad, he has issues with it, and he don't like it, and he thinks, according to him, it's just some Wakanda bullshit. But at the same time, he thinks Killmonger, he's one of us. No, he's not. I don't know where you get that from.
Man, remember, and I gotta say this about Brother Sniffy. Remember in the video that I was doing, he has a video on his channel calling Bruce Lee a soul brother.
Yeah, he said Bruce Lee was really a black man. He said Bruce Lee was a black man. Oh shit. Oh, where did these people come from? So I just gotta so he decided to put you know, and like I said, I just think that's very sad when you got people who supposed to be so pro-black, who supposed to be so B1, and they'll put our children down like that. Our children deserve imagination. Our children deserve the same, you know, they're kids. You're gonna rob them? You're gonna rob them, appreciate who they are? That's wrong. You're wrong for that. The movie, Black Panther movie, is a comic book movie. It's based off a comic book. It's not for adults. Even though, and if it's for adults, it's for comic book fans. But because it's a black superhero, he has a problem with it. So let's move on. Let's move on. I'm gonna get in. Let's go back to Bozo. Let's go back to the Bozo Muhammad. Let's go back to Bozo Muhammad. So I want to play that real quick. So I'm going to talk about how he mentions me in this same video. Let me see. Let me see what this one is. Because this is what he said. And this is what got me. He said, I'm running for something. Then he tried to mention my kid. He tried to mention my kids and all that stuff. And that's something you don't do. You don't do. Because my household is not dirty. My household is not dirty. His household is dirty. Okay? Intentionally, Black Panther is not created by. I know that. I never. Stan Lee created Black Panther. I already know that. So let's do this. Let's do this right here. So listen to what he says, because he admits of laughing at me, right? Because he was on the Soul Liberation Day, and he tried to deny the fact that he was laughing at me when his male partner was cracking jokes on me, right? And he lied. So now he gets on here and then he tells the truth. He start telling the truth, like, yeah, I laughed, and when you what the Christmas hat and all this other stupid shit. So you hear him. So I'm a laugh too. I'm a laugh too. Since you want to laugh, I'm a laugh too. And we're gonna see who's really running. We're gonna see who's really running. So listen to what he says.
Christmas, guy got upset because I laughed when our brother said, "You RBG, but yet you celebrating Christmas." Because that's not consistent with what RBG is supposed to be about. Fantasy. So these people that like to run because they don't want to face the real reality. What are they running from? Let's look at what they're running from.
So he said because I celebrate Christmas, I'm running for something. This is what he said. I'm running from something. Well, that's strange. The funny thing about it is he was on my live. He was on my live, and I did the origin of Christmas, and he was on my live. And he didn't say all that shit. Jesus, this guy's annoying. So just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. So let's do it this way. So let's continue because he goes in further. I'm going to play you some more stuff because I'm going to address all this shit. Okay, I'm going to address all this shit. Just give me 1 second. So he thinks this is a joke. He's a joke.
Because you're not bold enough as he is. You want to say that the Mississippi Initiative ain't gonna work because you can't see another world beyond the world that you stuck in. Because you don't
fucking lame old son.
The same things that you suffer. That's why you teach your children that there is a Santa Claus, that you're gonna take part in a celebration that even the Bible tells you not to take part in. It tells you in the Old Testament, do not be like the heathen. You go into the woods, cut a tree down, with silver and gold. Tell you, don't do it.
Wait a minute, wait a minute.
Marcus Garvey did it. I ain't never seen Marcus Garvey with no Christmas shit on.
Wait. Time out. That's some funny shit. This dummy, he's gonna bring up the Bible? Really? That Bible don't have, first of all, the Bible don't have nothing to do with me. CJ, check this out. He said that the Bible said, don't be like the heathens and go out into the woods. Because I think that was in Jeremiah. I forgot the Jeremiah something. Don't be like the heathens to go out into the woods, cut down the tree, and decorate it with silver and gold. Motherfucker, we live in 2021. I live in a fucking city. I live in a city, dude. Okay? I don't know. What are you talking about? I never cut down a tree in my life. And who does that? Second of all, that's one. That shit do not apply to me. That Bible was written in Europe. That Bible do not apply to me. It might apply to you because you are you are mixed with Christianity and Islam, but it doesn't apply to me. I'm not a Christian. It doesn't apply to me. And again, I never cut down a tree in my life. First of all, if you want to, Marcus Garvey said, if you're going to be a Christian, use it scientifically. Now, what he's talking about, as far as the Jeremiah, he's talking about that's a environmental issue. You just don't cut down a tree. Wait a minute, didn't Jesus was a carpenter? Was he a carpenter? Did he cut down trees to build houses? To make things according to the Bible? So, but you're telling you're saying do not cut down a tree. Cut down a tree. That's an environmental issue. The Bible is basically saying, the way I'm getting from it, do not cut down no tree to do stupid shit with it. Now, I never bought a cut tree. As a matter of fact, where does it say in the Bible that you can't celebrate Christmas? Show me that. Show me that. We already know about the rainforest, the trees are being cut down. We already know that these animals depend on these trees. They depend on these trees like the squirrels, the birds, and all that. That's an environmental issue. You just don't cut down a tree just to be cutting it down. But it doesn't say you can't celebrate Christmas. Where does it say you can't celebrate Christmas? Where does it say you can't purchase a fake pine tree? Show me that in the Bible. I never cut down no tree to decorate silver and gold. I never cut down no tree. I never cut down a tree. I never did those things. That Bible don't. Either way, how you look at it, it doesn't apply to me. And you talking about a Bible that was written. You talking about the Bible that was written in the 1600s by Europeans. So I don't understand what that Bible crap doesn't bother me. And wait a minute, CJ, didn't he just say that he bought that book, God is on Trial?
Right.
He bought that book, God is on Trial. So what did you do with that book? So you bought the book, but you just put it to the side, right? Just now it's collecting dust. Because if you read the book, then 9 out of 10, you won't even bring up no Bible scripture, or you would have an issue with the book. So it's obvious you didn't read the book. Now I'm assuming, because according to Mammy Noble, the book was supposed to challenging the whole religion aspect. So you still talking about God. And then he had the nerve to talk about Marcus Garvey. You don't know nothing about, man. You don't know anything about Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey celebrate Christmas. He did a nice poem called The Spirit of Christmas. Right, the hell with the Bible. Exactly. And the Quran. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you, Shay. The hell with both of them. All of them need to be burned. And he's gonna preach some Bible scripture. And this is the same man, CJ, that's supposed to have 4 wives. This is the same man that turns around and having all this fornication. You're gonna bring some Bible scripture to me, and your house is not in order? Then you're gonna tell me, oh, you know something about my kids, then you're gonna bring up my kids. Basically make it seem that my kids are just I'm poisoning my kids with this Christmas stuff. My kids deserve nice things. So what are you doing? See the holidays, and just like Brother Bakari has said, that the holidays, that we use the holidays as a form of bringing family together. Our family, CJ, our family, the black family, the black man, black woman, and child, been separated so much that we use these holidays to come together. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that. Right. Islam is the Arab, Christianity, and his brother is the white man. Is white man. Exactly. Shout out to Ross Setti. How you doing, brother? How you doing, man? I'm glad you're on board. No, that's not true. He was not an ally. He did spoke to the KKK, and they both agreed on the same thing. He was saying that it's a mutual respect. But he wasn't allies with the KKK. That's wrong. That's false. That's false. He wasn't allies with no KKK. He respected the KKK as far as they want a pure race. He said, well, since y'all want a pure race, we want a pure race. We are willing to leave you alone and just leave us alone. But if he let you know, if you come on my way, we have every right to deal with you. I don't understand. People think they know Marcus Garvey, CJ, and they don't know Marcus Garvey. Keep Marcus Garvey out of your fucking mouth, man. Now I'm not talking to Tyrone. I'm talking to Bozo Muhammad. Right. I want a pure race. There's nothing wrong with that. That has nothing to do with hate or whatever. You just want to keep your race pure. You want to be with your own. CJ, you got anything to say before I continue?
Oh man, continue, bro. I'm definitely enjoying this, man. I don't believe I could even say this any better, man. I mean, man, please continue, bro.
Give me 1 second, hardcore. Give me 1 second. I got a few more screen shares, and I'm gonna put the link in. All right. So here we go. Hardcore. Stand by. All right. Stand by. So I want to show you this. And let me play a little bit. Let me play a little bit what this bozo has said, and then I'm going to expose him for what the fraud that he really is. Because I'm tired. I'm tired of this betrayal that this dude have done. I don't get it. I don't understand.
Even if he was a Christian, there's many Christians out there, don't mean they celebrate Christmas. But you see how people will use noble people or quote unquote people that they look up to back up their lie, to back up their weakness. And when you ask them, what is your alternative? If Mississippi Exodus and Mississippi Initiative are pipe dreams, what is your alternative? They don't have an alternative. So if they don't have an alternative, what does that mean? That means that you're going to continue suffering. You're going to continue accepting stuff that you should not accept. See, this is a problem. I watched the
Now I'm going to play you because he wants to talk about me. But let me play you what he said when his son Brother Bakari said the meaning of the KKK was about leaving in America. The KKK leader was a senator and told Garvey he could help black people to leave the country and have their own land. I have no problem with that. And that's facts. Thank you, Brother Bakari. Thank you, Brother Bakari. That's facts. So you want to talk about, so Bozo Muhammad, you want to talk about somebody else's house. My house is good. But didn't you confess that your son was locked up? Didn't you say that your son went to jail because he was doing some dumbass shit? So let's listen to what you said, Bozo Muhammad.
And I was stressing because it was a situation I couldn't.
Let me rewind that.
Issues. He overlooked it. I said, man, I'm going to whoop your ass. He overlooked all that. And said, let me get my little brother over here. Let me put him to work. And through his love, it helped produce us. See? And it's just like through Farrakhan's love that helped produce us. It starts at love. And it grows. It grows. And we love you. You trust and believe that? We love you. Because we putting on a gasoline jacket and walking into hell to save you. Because we're challenging the enemy. And we're taking power. It was one day, dear brother, and I'm going to end with this. Yes, sir. I was so stressed. My oldest son was in jail. And I was stressing because it was a situation I couldn't, put my hands on and take control of. And I was so bad, wife had to call the ambulance.
The ambulance. Wife had to call the ambulance. The wife had to call the ambulance. Oh, my fucking God. This guy, man. So he says that his son was locked up. So Bozo Muhammad, you failed as a father. You failed as a father. How you going to talk about you want to take over a state or a town or take control of a town when you don't even have control of your household? You don't even have control of your own health. You can't even have control of your own health. And this man said that his son was locked up. But you want to talk about somebody else's family. Take care of your own house. Your house is dirty. I always said this, that the first government is your household. I said this. So let's do this way. He said, because I believed in Christmas, he said, because I celebrate Christmas, even though he was on my live feed, the origin of Christmas, and I was letting him know the Christmas came from us. I showed proof of that. But he said I was running from something. He said I was running from battle. Because that's what he was saying. I was running from battle. So if I'm running from battle, so let's look at Maurice Muhammad. Now this is a picture of him when we was in Philly. CJ, does he look like a guy that's ready for battle? Or does he look like a guy that looks like he's about to go on a job interview to apply for a 9-to-5 job.
Oh, wow.
That don't look like a guy that's ready for battle.
Wow.
He's about to do a 9-to-5. What are you running from? Why are you dressing like that? So that just shows you. That just shows you that he's a hypocrite. He's a hypocrite. He's not ready for war. When I showed up there, that's the reason why my speech was very short. My speech was very short. I think I was up there for like 10 minutes. And I didn't dress like that. I was ready to throw down. I was like, okay, what's next? What's up? But he wasn't dressing like that.
Hey, bro, you got an Aboriginal in the building, I see.
I know, I see it. Yeah, we got an ADOS in the building. We got an ADOS in the building, man. Come on, man. But it's all good. It's all good. Shay, do me a favor. When you get a chance, check out the video called The Origin of Christmas. Check out the video called The Origin of Christmas. The Origin of Christmas. And you'll see this Bozo was on my live, and he was like, oh, man, I didn't know that, man. That's deep, man. Like, I just learned something. Yeah, he should be dressed up in red, black. Yeah. Yeah. He's not built for war like that. But you want to talk big and bad, but you ain't built like that. Where's your war outfit? Where's your army fatigue? He said that he been and I wanted to say this is the reason why I put up the video called The Art of War. Because just to show him saying that he went AWOL. This man went AWOL. He ran for battle. But he wants to talk big and bad on YouTube. Like, come on, man. But I want to show you something, because this is nothing new, because he exposed himself with this one. So here's this dude. Just lied to us about having an affair with this white girl. He lied to us. And CJ, do you remember what Evers, what's his name, that guy Cleaver?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Evers Cleaver.
Evers Cleaver,
So,
yep.
And you mean in the book Solo on Ice?
Yep. Yep.
He said something
Now he tried to make it seem that he was on some 007 mission, and he was like, oh, my mission was to bring her out. Remember that? My mission was to bring her out. Now, that doesn't make any sense. You lied. You had an affair with this white girl. And I might just bring her on my show to find out the real truth. Look at the things that I circle here.
Wow.
Look at the things I circle. Well, if you are committed to keeping your hair the way you can go with it, but if you are not, then don't. Let me see with your hair in the other way. Wow, stop hiding. Stop hiding. You are beautiful. Yes, ma'am. Show your face. You are beautiful. Mr. B1.
This can't be real.
Oh no, it's him. Because he said
This
it.
is crazy.
He said it. He said it in the live.
Man, Mr. Black first, man.
Mr. Black first. Black
Mr.
Power,
Black
Maurice
supremacy.
Muhammad. What?
Calling a white woman a queen. Wow.
Excellent, my friend. I'm going to bed. Peace, blessing, queen. Now, this is what people wants to follow. This is the most B1. Soul brother B1. So what are you running from? So we got Eldridge Cleaver. Craig, you want to read that?
What?
Read that.
Oh, okay. This is a quote from Eldridge Cleaver's book Soul on Ice. He said, every time I embrace a black woman, I'm embracing slavery. And when I put my arms around a white woman, well, I'm hugging freedom. The white man forbade me to have the white woman on pain of death. I will not be free until the day. Wait, I can barely finish this shit, bro. Oh, wait, hold up. Oh, okay, let me finish that. Oh my God, this is crazy. Okay, let me try to get the last sentence out. Wait. I will not be free until the day I can have a white woman in my bed.
So this is what this do. Is that what you're trying to do? This is your way of being free, Bozo Muhammad. Damn, dude. Damn, this don't look good, bro. Bozo Muhammad was creeping, trying to get a white woman to be his another wife. I don't know, but he was definitely creeping. So that's what Bozo Muhammad. He thinks white women is a sign of freedom. So I want the sisters to understand this is what these so-called B1 dudes is about. These religious fanatic B1s, this is what they really want. They look at you, when they see you as a form of slavery, embracing slavery. Yeah, all of them are frauds. All of them are frauds. So let me, I think that's pretty much it. Let me see if I got something else here. Yeah, that's it. So let me get this back up here. I didn't want to do this, but some people they just won't stop. They just won't stop. All right, all right, so I'll put the link in. Let me see. Okay, here we go. I don't know. What do you think about that, CJ? What Hard Cold said.
Well, from what I remember, like a couple of years ago, like how I came into awareness about it was like on Facebook, like probably approximately like 8 to 10 years ago. Man, it was like going viral within the conscious community on Facebook. And when I saw that, I looked it up. I did a little bit of research, and it turns out, man, that that quote was definitely from his book,
Right.
Soul on Ice. But don't quote me on that. I'm just going off of the information that was available to me, as far
But
as I
shit,
know.
if it's from his book, then he had then that's shit. Then I don't now we don't know when we don't know if that was in his later years when he got older. And that's what because sometimes people change. They be pro-black in the beginning, then they do give me 1 second. Hold on.
Yeah, what it do?
Yo, what's good? What's good? Who's this? Let me see this. This buddy.
Yeah.
No. Need to charge my phone. I'm about to get on a phone conversation. Are you done using my charger?
Yeah, what's going on, Black?
Yeah, go ahead, brother. Go ahead, Alquan. What's
I'll
good,
be back
my
when
brother?
they get here.
Okay, yeah, man. You know who I really want to bang on tonight.
Go ahead. Speak your mind, bro.
Yeah, and Mr. Muhammad, I gotta admit though, he hasn't said too much about me, but he has, I guess you could say, sneak dissed a little bit by cheerleading Meatball around. But I'm not gonna say too much right now on him, but I will say a lot on Meatball. And you call Uncle Ruckus. This guy obviously is mentally ill, and he is. I don't know if he's taking his medication, but right now this man is going sick. Matter of fact, before I do it, let me address that Eldridge Cleaver quote. I got to find that because I've been hearing other people repeat it. You know how some people, they like spreading things around. So I got to see if I can find it for real for myself, though, because how they say Malcolm X was gay, he's half white and all that kind of stuff. So sometimes you got to find it on your own instead of taking people's word for it sometimes. But if he said that, that sounds like some wild shit. But I heard somebody repeat that before, though. That's some wild shit. But back to Meatball. This guy is mentally ill, so I can kind of give him a little bit of a break. But at the same time, this guy is a cyber stalker, a super troll on YouTube. It seems to be his only purpose of being on YouTube. It's not to do a Mississippi campaign. It's not to free black people because he can't even free himself. It's to troll. It's to get recognition, attention, any way he can get it. This guy is such an asshole that he is even banging on. He didn't mention names, but I read through the lines. Seems to be banging on his soul sister Karen because she had gotten to some feelings. So now all of a sudden, he didn't like the fact that she talked about we can't be talking about the Mississippi campaign all the time.
I think she's a transformer.
Yeah. She
sounds like a dude. Well, she smoked a lot of cigarettes.
Yeah, I see this about her. I don't like the fact that she's one of those people where if somebody else seems to have a problem with somebody, then she wants to start banging on and adding on with that. I don't like that kind of shit.
She's a Rachel Doe. That's all it is. A white woman trying to be black. That's all it is. No, seriously, she's a Rachel Doe. You seen a picture of her?
Yeah, but so far it looks like your man, Meatball, looks like he's banging on her now because she dare minimize the so-called Mississippi campaign that he's not even doing. Mm-hmm. I mean, you got all this time to make millions of videos dissing you, dissing me, and whoever else, D. Durrell, whoever else comes into the fold. But yet you're not taking 1/10 of that energy to do anything with Mississippi. You're not going to Mississippi. You're not recruiting nothing. All you're doing is asking for money and getting angry.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah.
He's not planning on doing nothing. If he was planning on doing something, you don't need to beg 1,000 people to come with you.
Right.
You go to Mississippi, set it off, show people what's up. Then other people say, oh, I see what's up. Now I'm going with you. That's
but
what
with
happens.
the Mississippi campaign, Alquan, it's the same case with Marcus Garvey from back in the day. People in the chat were trying to say that he wasn't he was good for us, but really he wasn't when you look to it because he never actually went to Africa. The man was a Caribbean and a knight of Columbus.
Okay, hold on, sir, hold on. We gotta stick to the subject. That's not the topic.
It's the same topic, actually.
No,
it's actually a part of the Mississippi campaign in convincing
is this
Black
the same guy
Americans to
like
move
the herbal
and
Indians?
ethno-state and LARPing.
I understand that, but this is not the topic.
Is LARPing. It's the same topic. Like you talking about Maurice Muhammad and he conforming and grifting from the Mississippi campaign just to talk shit and stuff like that. But my topic is going in on the part where we all have to agree on going to Africa and repatriation there.
That's not the topic. That's not the topic.
It is because you were talking shit about his ideology with soul. And I was saying, what's wrong with saying that?
Okay. That's not
the part of our culture, isn't it?
That's not the topic. I gotta get this. See, I want to stick to the topic. We're talking about these clowns, and that's the topic. Now when you create your show and you have an issue with Marcus Garvey or whatever, you bring me on your show, and we'll discuss it. But that's not the show.
Yeah. This is going off on these clowns tonight.
Right, exactly. What the fuck is he talking about? Get the fuck out of here. And I know that's your man. I know that's your man. Yeah. That's the guy with these herbal Indians.
But we don't want to go there. Let me just continue. Let me just continue banging on this meatball because you got to express yourself because this guy, what he does is he says, "I'll smash anybody. I'll take on anybody." But he says, "Come on, come all." But come on, come all happens to be blocked. So we can't go on and even challenge the guy in the chat room. Can't challenge him anywhere. But yet he had that one show, I think it was last Monday or Sunday, where he said, show your grievances and come and express yourself. I thought, well, maybe I'll do that and see if this man can be reasonable. Right. And I know he's watching now because he stalks everybody. So that's another thing he does too. He finds somebody black on YouTube, tries to get with him, and act like he wants to build, and then he seems to want to tear everybody down. Just like that new guy with that hat that brought that book by Sister Noble, whose video he's been putting up there lately. That's another guy he seems to be stalking now and gonna do the same routine. But I went on that show. I'm thinking, okay, this guy, let's see how reasonable this guy's gonna be. See how brave he's gonna be. Mm-hmm. All I do is ask the man a few questions. Couple of questions. He sounded like he was gonna be professional this time, but he said, when I keep getting into the white situation, I'm using his words against him. He says, and he said it again today on a piece of a show I caught. He said that white people have been the nicest to him. They helped him out.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
He says black people are insane. Those are his words.
I heard him when you said that.
Right, and he keeps repeating it. So I asked him the simple question: if white people are so great, what the hell's the problem? What do you need to leave for? Mm-hmm. And he gets upset because it destroys the bullshit he's created. That's why I get to the heart of the matter when I deal with these people, because my catchphrase is, once you start lying, I got you. And once they start lying and get caught with their lies, they get frustrated. Right. And that's what he got. That's why he said, you got to go. You trying to twist words. There ain't no twisting, nothing. It's what you said. Mm-hmm. If that's what you said, that's what you meant. And if that's what you meant, we don't want to hear nothing about the cracker. We don't want to hear nothing about black people need to do this and get away and be free. It sounds like you're already free. If the white man is so great and the black man is not, why would you want to go with a whole bunch of black people if black people are insane, but the white man is cool?
Well, that's what Deity said the same thing. That's why I played what you said, and I played what Deity said. She said the exact same thing you said. So if two people saying the same thing, that means y'all not crazy. You heard what Deity said. I know who that is. That's Brittany. I already know who that is.
Yeah.
But she said the same thing you said.
Now, see, she was powerful because I like the fact when she started calling his ass out because, you know, he always tries to separate himself from what she was saying because she goes kind of hard. And when she finally said, "Yo, man, you're Uncle Tom, you're a house nigga, you full of shit," she let him go. Then you notice after that, he started changing his tune, started calling people crackers, and well, we got to start throwing people on rivers and shit like that. I'm like, man, come on, this man never talked like this before, and he's trying to say that the you know, sound good with Muhammad too when he speaks to him,
right?
Because that guy that guy is so soft. He swear he can't even do a curse word. I mean, he talking about throwing people on a river. Come on, you can't say fuck. How you gonna throw somebody in a river? Get the fuck out of here. This guy's full of shit. He's a meatball. He's a bozo. He's a fraud. He's a crazed maniac, and he's a cyber. That's another thing too. I'm glad you got this today so I could express myself.
Yeah, go in. DJ, you go next.
This guy calls people cyber stalkers. Now, if you're the police or the FBI, and this crazy man is coming to you saying, yeah, this Alquan, this guy in Nollywood, these people are cyber stalking me. I want something done. I can't take it anymore. Then they say, sir, what's the evidence? You don't see videos from me about this guy, but if they go to his various channels, you see tons of videos about us. I mean, if you're the FBI, you got to say, sir, you're a sick motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here. That's what you got to say. And this guy has the nerve to call people stalkers when he's the one stalking. D. Durrell, the man was just expressing his views and opinions on the so-called Mississippi campaign because he wanted some questions on it. Because this guy's not answering questions. He says, go watch the promo video. Promo video doesn't tell us a goddamn thing, truth be told. So, me and D. Durrell were discussing it. I knew he wasn't going to like it because, it was a cool discussion. So he wants to act like if you're not kissing his ass, you're going against him. So now you're the enemy. So he makes videos on D. Durrell. And then he goes and copies the Lennon Honor Umar Johnson shockumentary, which Lennon Honor should copyright strike, but he's trying to get views out of that and trying to stick it to D. Durrell. But see, D. Durrell doesn't give a damn about this guy's feelings. So that's what we got to understand. He could have shut the hell up. He could have kept on going on D. Durrell's channel and saying what he had to say. When he was on there 2 times, you could have talked about the Mississippi campaign. You don't have to wait for D. Durrell to ask you about it. Start talking.
Right.
When it was on that Morris World TV, you didn't have to wait for him to ask you. Start talking about it. Start slipping it in. But see, he doesn't want to slip it in because once you slip it in, now people start asking questions.
Right.
And when they start asking questions, you don't have the answers. So now people see that you're full of shit. That's why he makes sure he prefers to get angry and talk shit to you, talk shit to me, throws your man CJ into the mix. And he's only sticking with Muhammad right now is because he feels that he has to. Now,
Maurice, I mean, I'm going to see this guy's dude's name. Let's say Bozo Muhammad. The thing is, I just want to say shout out to Information Man Show, man. Information Man, we got to build, brother. I know, you're busy, man.
Hey, what's up, Information?
Information Man, what's good? We got to build, brother. There's so much things I want to talk about. Information Man actually was trying to build his channel. This dude's Muhammad. I remember that, I got on his show for the first time because through Muhammad. But this guy's not what he seems. This Bozo Muhammad, he's not what he seems. He's a fake and a fraud. So I have to let the people know about this guy. This guy's not what he seems. Now, you saw him with the white girl. He lied about the white girl situation. You know what I'm saying? And then he tried to be this pro-black dude, but you slept with a white girl. You had a relationship with her.
I remember that exact show.
Yeah,
And,
he tried to make it seem like, oh, it's some 007 and that. You had a relationship. The text proved it. And
yeah,
then,
I mean, it's hard to get out of that. He also said he had white friends too, though.
he had white friends, and he's in a white neighborhood, like you said. He got the house because it was affordable.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, he
man.
wants that, hey, he wants a Becky. That's what he really wants.
But let's say even if he bought the house,
they want to attack you because they say you with these white Italian girls, and I haven't seen no proof of that.
yeah. No, I admit it long ago, even on your show.
Yeah,
long
you
ago.
did, but that was long. That was long ago. That was, I mean, I'm talking about recently. Now that was recent. That was in 2019. Yeah. So that wasn't no old. That's not an old text. Oh, let me go. Let me go to CJ. CJ, do you want to comment on anything?
Man, I mean,
Come on, go in, brother. Don't go.
You know
in.
what I said on my show, man, and this will probably be the last time I'll be revisiting this because I'm not gonna go on and on and on about it. But I already put it out here that for one, man, these guys, like, even though their intentions may be good, they just don't have the pull and the recognition to make like a big plan like this even possible. I mean, I already put that out there and said that. So all I really see is just a whole bunch of, YouTube videos of dudes talking about, going down to Mississippi. But man, there's no way. Like, remember I did the show and I was showing how the vice lords and the gangster disciples.
Yes. Yeah.
How they was basically in control of the in control of, the drugs and stuff like that down there in Mississippi. And, with all that being said, man, there's no way. There's no way that, these Mississippi campaigns and these Mississippi initiatives, these guys, man, they want to be leaders. They want to be leaders. But, the people of Mississippi, just like any, people in any black community or whatever, man, nobody's gonna just lay down. Like, I played a video that was talking about, how the dope, the drug game in Mississippi was a multi-billion-dollar industry. Like, there's no way that, these drug lords, these vice lords, these gangster disciples, these dope dealers and stuff like that, like, they're just gonna roll over and just pack up their suitcases and move the hell out of Mississippi, man. I mean, it's just not happening, man. Black people, I'm saying, we're not a monolith. We're just not. And I mean, at the end of the day, man, I spent like far too much time and too many years, trying to, believing in this Martin Luther King Jr. dream that, one day we're gonna all just walk, side by side and hold hands. But it's just not reality, unfortunately. It's just not reality. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's black does not share the same vision. And that's just that, man, at the bottom line. I mean, the bottom line at the end of the day. And the sooner people, man, begin to realize that, the better. I mean, I understand, all these pipe dreams and all of this, man. We want to save black people. We want to, create these campaigns and these initiatives. And, we want to go back to the continent. And, what I'm saying, you got Negroes, throwing up these, black power fists, with these Afro picks with the fist on it. You know what I'm saying? We want to go back to the 1960s, but today, man, we got a totally different mentality. Like, I was watching something on Sinetta yesterday, and they was breaking it down, talking about the 100th year anniversary of the massacre at Black Wall Street. Those were different times. Today, black people got more. Black people, well, at least black people feel that they are doing better. So, we got like all of these celebrities. We got these celebrities. We got, people, these basketball players, these athletes, and people are living good off of the, white man's American pie. So with that being said, man, since we don't have the same struggle in us anymore, and although there was a time, and you know, I still wish, you know, both of the brothers, man, luck, and I believe that, you know, it's something, you know, it's definitely, it would be something, it would be good for black people if we could take over a state, but unfortunately, and I hate to bust people's bubble, at the end of the day, all it is a pipe dream.
Mm.
That's all it is. Black people are not gravitating towards that. Black people on something totally different, yo. And I guess I'll put the mic down past the microphone on that note, man.
Damn.
Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think his male partner would talk about him being with the white girl? Since now he got something now he got something for his man now. Now he can talk about the white girl now. Since now, you know, since Uncle Ruckus is all about the soul sisters, now he can have something to bang on.
The white girl?
Yeah.
Oh, let me comment on that too before I head out of here. Yeah. Oh wow, man. You know, man, I was very, very, very disappointed to see those images, man. Like that really hurt. That was like a dagger, like straight in the back, because I really, really looked up to this man. Mm-hmm. Like I really, like, you know, the rhetoric and his speeches and the things that he says. I mean, man, I thought he of all people would be the last one on the planet Earth to ever, you know, say something like that, man. To call a, you know, a stringy haired white woman a queen. Like, wow. I mean, man, Mr. Black Supremacy. Mr. I'm black and I'm proud. Right? I mean, man, that was such of a letdown, man. That was a disappointment, man. Like that hurt my soul. Like it really did when that first was showed to me, though. It just made me think, like, damn, everything that, you know, I thought was real and what I believed in, man, was just complete BS. You know, him of all people, man. Like it's already like running rampant. Interracial love, interracial relationships are already running rampant within the Black community. But then you get like a few of these, you get these Nation of Islam members, these people from the New Black Panther Party and the Nation of Islam, and they come up here with this separatist, you know, with these separatist speeches. So you thinking, oh wow, you know, I got a few good brothers still left. I got a few anti-race mixing brothers. You know, there's still some good you know, Black people still out here, man, that don't want to mix, you know, with the quote unquote devil. And the reason I say that, because, you know, I was brought up and I bought that doggone rhetoric from Elijah Muhammad that the white man was the devil and all of that, right? But I mean, and of course, you know, being a Black man in America, I mean, for me, I could just look at my own personal life, can't speak for nobody else, but I definitely know that, you know, it's a crime already for me personally, just having black skin. Having black skin is already a crime, you know, in this country. And so, you know, to want to procreate and, you know, marry, you know, these non-Black races, just looking at, you know, the history of my people and the subjugation that just Black people in general had to go through throughout this country. But like I say, man, we're dealing with a new mentality. You know, the days of the Martin Luther Kings and the Malcolm X's and the Marcus Garveys, and, you know, the days of the Black Wall Streets and, you know, I'm Black and I'm proud and Muhammad Ali's and all that type of stuff. Them days are over. You know, the days of the you know, puffy afros and the you know, big.
Yeah, but those were the times, though.
Yeah, those are the good old days.
Yeah,
but
those are the good old days. Yeah.
You know, even in the 80s and 90s, no, those were still the good old days, because Black people had a little bit more decency. Like I uploaded a little small clip. It was something that I was thinking about, and I was saying, man, even like back in the 90s, at least where I was growing up, man, it didn't matter, man, if you came from the ghetto. Didn't matter if you was the corner store wino. Didn't matter if you had, you know, 10,000 roaches crawling up your doggone wall. One thing that people did not respect in the Black community for the most part was you know, race mixing, interracial relationships. But fast forward, you know, to 2021, man, it's just it's just so prevalent. Like it's rare. It's a rarity. Like it's almost like, you know, I mean, a black man or a black woman that doesn't believe in race mixing is an endangered species, you know, at this point. So, I mean, man, you know, it is what it is, but it really, really hurt to see. I thought this was, you know, one of those, you know, this is one of the, you know, those endangered species, one of the last, you know, real black men left, man, to see him sitting up here calling this white woman, woman who has like kinky, I don't know, what in the hell did she put some type of, oh my God, did she treat her hair to make her hair look kinky in this picture right here?
Yeah. Go ahead, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was saying she might be a small hat.
Yeah. She did say that.
But just to see Brother Muhammad, man, to see Brother Muhammad sit up here and call, you know, this white woman beautiful. Said it not once, but twice,
right?
And then turned around and called this white woman a queen.
It's very insulting. It's
very
insulting.
Man, bro. I mean,
just like Sister Erica, she said he is tricking the people, especially black women. It's true. It's very insulting. Very insulting. But like he said, I'm running. I'm not running from nothing. Well, you running from something. You running from your own people. Because deep down, that's what you really want to be. You went from Mississippi to an all-white neighborhood. Come on now, stop playing, man.
You know, I not to bang on Muhammad, but I had noticed a couple of things about his new dwelling. He said that they left banana peels or something on the door.
Yeah. He said and dog feces, human feces, something like that.
I'm not sure if I buy it or not, but I find it weird because if they did, you know, my man had his windows exposed for the longest time. You would think they'd be afraid of gunshots, windows being broken, especially you just moving it to the south, like Mississippi like that. And that happens. You keeping your windows exposed.
He said he woke up and he found it right in front of his front door.
Shit, if it's like that, man, your windows shouldn't be exposed and you're back to the window, man.
Right, exactly. But you can tell that the house is still. Erica said, "I don't believe him. I don't believe it." but
you got some bulletproof glass, shit.
Right, exactly. But it just shows you. You know, you could tell it's just one of those houses where it still need. He got it cheap because it's still not completed.
Oh, okay. You
could tell just by looking at the walls. You could tell no curtains, the walls is still it's not smooth. It's look like they just it's still brick. You can still see the brick in it.
You know what I noticed, man? I noticed when black people move into places in the hood, they make sure they put blinds or curtains up with the quickness. But when they move into white areas, they don't. They let the window just stay open. Right. Like I never figured that.
It looks suspect.
It's like you saying, I trust the white man, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because I had a buddy who did that too. He moved into a white area. He didn't put curtains on the windows for about a year. I said, man, god damn, I can't. Mm-hmm. I couldn't do it. That's just me. I need privacy.
Yeah. It's sad, man, but it's a slap in the face, man. It's a slap in the face. But you want to talk, and you know he talks about his son getting locked up and all this other stuff. But you want to worry about somebody else's home. My home is good. My home is good. I have no issues with my home, but your home is fucked up. He don't even want to. He's talking about he loved the black woman and all that, but you got caught out there. And then, like I said, he already exposed himself to this, so this information is nothing new. He thought Brother Bakari was going to put it out there, so he tried to say, "Well, let me put this out there because to beat Brother, because I don't want Brother Bakari." Brother Bakari said, "I wasn't going to put this information out there." But now he said, "Oh, you know, I was trying to do some 007." Everybody know that. Everybody know this man is lying. I'm trying to bring her out.
He said,
and it's clearly, he said, "Yo, my mission, my 007 mission."
Going undercover.
Undercover, right? and he said, "Oh, I didn't see how she looked, but you tell her she's beautiful, so you had to see how she looked." He said, like CJ said, he's not only said it once, he said it twice. And she's trying to pass, and like it said, she said, "Oh, you could pass for a black girl." See how he was trying to create this Rachel doll?
Damn. So the only thing I couldn't understand about that, like when they call people the devil, the cracker, and all that kind of stuff, how come when they deal with them, even the Israelites, when they deal with them, they don't say you cracker, you devil. Sometimes the Israelites will, but every now and then that the Israelites will refer to, which I find strange. They'll say they'll call the white person, a brother or a sister,
right?
Which I find, I'm like, your mind can't be that retarded that you can't.
Did you saw the one where he was on an Angry Viking show?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And did he call the Angry Viking any racist name? Nope.
Nah, I saw that. I said, man,
he called that brother all types of sambos, called him the N-word, all that. But when it came down,
which that guy was though,
right? The white guy, he didn't call him that. He didn't say nothing. And when the Angry Viking put him in his place, I remember his exact words. He said, "Don't come on my show disrespecting nobody. If you don't like it, you can get the F off my show." And that dude, and you would think, I'm thinking Bozo Muhammad going to be like, all right, fuck you and your show. No, he sat there and kept quiet. I said, damn, how you let this white man talk to you like that?
That's when I said, damn, Muhammad. I mean, we already know the Nation of Islam is a phony organization as it is. And Elijah Muhammad is a pedophile, and Farrakhan
we know that.
Is a killer and an Uncle Tom and a Freemason.
Yep.
But I mean, it just continues the legacy of when the white man is in your face or the white woman is in your face. Right. It's like now you don't have the fire.
Well, let me add on something else too. Keep saying Marie. I don't even like using that fucking word. Bozo Muhammad even said Master Fraud Muhammad. Damn. He called this white man his master. And I'm like, yo, how you? Oh, well, he's part black.
Which has not been proven, by the way.
It's not been proven. And guess what? If that was the case, even if that's the case, his wife wasn't black. Right. His wife was white. So that's looked bad. So either way, how you go about it, he wasn't a black man. But you call this white man your master. Think about that.
Nation of Islam is pro-white, anti-black.
Pro-white. It's a pro-white religion. Malcolm X exposed them. They said they never do nothing to black people.
That's right.
And I want to add on something what you said too. I don't mean to cut you off, brother, but I like where you talked about when we used the N-word, right? You got all these so-called pro-blacks that claim they love their people. And you have Mammy Noble, that's all she does. She curses and use the N-word. Then you got this bozo dude, he's using the N-word only to black people.
Right.
And then you exposed Black Authority. Jason Black, he, like you said, and you was on point. Even Brother Bakari agreed with you. He said, yo, you was on point. And I'm glad that you stepped up to the plate because everybody else want to kiss his ass. And you was like, yo, I'm not here to kiss your ass. Why are you claiming that you love black people, but you keep using N-word? But when it comes down to the other races, you don't insult them like that. Right. You don't use the word. When he talked about the Asians, Jason Black talked about the Asians. He never used the word spick not spick. He never used the word gook or chink or whatever. He never used those words. He says Asians.
That's what they all do. Tariq Nasheed too.
Yeah, Tariq Nasheed, all of them. Yeah.
That's how you could tell who's real and who's not.
Right.
Yeah, that video is messed up, bro. How he tried to cut you off and stuff, man. Like he tried to straight up play you, bro. That was like crazy.
That's the only card they got left when that truth hits them,
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Meatball.
Yeah,
truth
cut the microphone down and you know, cut his up to where he, overclocked you and all that.
Oh, you caught that, huh?
Oh yeah, definitely. That's the same thing Sonetta does, though.
Yeah. All the same crew. Meatball did the same. Oh, you out of here. I can't take this anymore.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
I put that shit on Facebook.
I cracked up laughing.
Yeah, I put that shit on Facebook and Instagram.
He said, all right, that's enough. I'm getting off. I'm taking you off. He said, you a liar. Stop it.
You can see my man was losing his mind and shit, man.
He cracked up, but you got him on that, man. Oh,
He's like, fuck it,
that shit
I
is
don't want no
funny.
more. So I actually had a list of questions to ask his ass too, and I only got through I think 2.5. So he's lucky. He cut that shit short.
He said, "Stop it." And let me tell you something. That whole thing about him taking you to Google and all that, that's bogus. Ain't nothing gonna happen with that. They're gonna throw that shit right in the garbage.
Right.
Yeah, you can't get sued. You ain't hurting his pockets. You ain't doing nothing to him physically. You ain't harming him. He make more videos. Like you say, he's the real cyber stalker. Him and that black feminist cyber stalker. I mean, like she said, well, when I did the program Black Unity with the question mark, it wasn't even about them. It was about the hypocrisy that they was doing. Because you claim that you for your people, but you're putting me down. You putting Alquan down, you putting Cool Cutter down, you putting all these people down. But you supposed to be for black folks. And then you had this girl to a feminist, she's slandering me, defaming me. And I even asked her, I said, why are you doing that? You know, if you upset because I attack your information, then let's put it on wax on the thing. Let's talk intelligently about it. Let's have a discussion. Bring me on your channel. Let's have a discussion about it. But because you can't face the truth because she knows I'm smarter than her, and she didn't want me to. She didn't want to do that. So the best way to do it is, well, I'll just slander him, and then she have that other two all balls on there, and then like that Talib who can't speak, he have a hard time getting his words out. Yeah, sister. Yeah, I know, sister. Yeah.
Sound like he keeping his distance from them now, though.
Well, he's another loser, man. Like all these, so you gotta understand, Alquan. These are ex-cons. Because remember, Soul Brother #1, he got 10 years. Then you had the speech impediment dude. He did 20 years. These people who did. These are ex-cons hurting other black people.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And then you have this Bozo Muhammad. He went AWOL in the military. They couldn't even find him. They said, where he at? And we already know he's because we already know. So he won't tell us so because he said, let me say something. He's full of shit. Because when you go AWOL, that's a dishonorable discharge. And you notice he don't talk about that. That's close to a felony. So he don't talk about that. He claimed that didn't happen. So if that's the case, then why are you living off of women?
Damn.
Why are you living off of women? He living off his wife. He don't got no job. That's why he could do videos every day, wasting up another woman's legend. He said he got 4 wives.
What?
Yeah, he got 4 wives. I think he was on the forecast. He said, well, I got 4 wives. And there's another woman, she's on the radio, she's exposing him, talking about, he used his kids he used his own kids to bunk in with me. He's a hobo.
Damn.
That's facts.
You know what else I hate about a lot of these people? Mainly that Noble and that Meatball, because they said something else that's pretty disturbing about you and I and D. Durrell. When they start talking that crazy, well, everything that comes out of their mouth is crazy talk, but when they really start talking that dangerous crazy talk by trying to say, yeah, these are the types that might rape people, kill people.
Yeah.
That's dangerous talk right there.
That's dangerous, yeah. And they don't have no proof or evidence that we're like that. They have no proof or evidence that we're like that.
And with a guy with D. Durrell with a rep to protect, I mean, you better hope that, I haven't seen a video from him in a few days, so you better hope that he's not the type to take some real action against you people.
Oh, yeah.
You can't say that about people.
You can't say that. Nah, you can't say that. You can't do that. That's slander, man. That's defamation. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind, like I said, when it comes down to information, look, me and that Uncle Ruckus cat, we had conversations about it. Only thing I said that I disagree with the idea because at the end of the day, me and CJ, we were just talking about it, is that he said, well, I don't, because according to him, he said, I just want to control the state. I don't want to own it. Well, you want to control somebody else's shit? That's like me. That's like me have my own company. The rules is already in place. I just say, Alcorn, I just want you to run my business, but my rules still the same. So how can you control something, but you still following my rules? And think about it, you want to control state. So if the state is in a situation, who are you going to call? The white man to bail you out when there's a state of emergency? Who are you going to call? The white man? See, and I said I can't rock with that. I can't rock with that. I want to be in a land where I want to have where it's run and owned by us. We establish our own laws. And that's what we got to be on. We got to be on that type of shit. We talk pro-black and blackly black, but let's be real with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, unless people keep saying, well, this is my country, this is my country. Okay, unless you're going to just wipe out all the enemy out, and then you can establish your own laws, because we need our own laws. We need our own laws. That's why I was trying to tell Bozo, I was saying, because he loved Dost Muhammad. And he was the one that was trying to change Marcus Garvey's ideology. So he kicked him out. So Marcus Garvey had to kick him out the UNIA. Said, no, this is not about following the white man's laws. This is about power. That means we need our own land and with our own laws.
Right. That's right. What you just said is right, because that's the whole premise of the Mississippi thing. If you, let's suppose you do take over a state or take control of a state, however he wants to put it, if it's via voting, then I guess you can get voted out. You probably even get assassinated out, and then white people could take it back. So then what have you put on lock to ensure that everything stays in your hands? And a guy like you, and I'm talking about Meatball in this case, if you are not even trying to move to Mississippi, that's the key thing. There's no getting around it, because he always says, nobody's talking about moving to Mississippi. Well, what the hell are you talking about then? I mean, if you ain't talking about moving there, then he says, we've got to influence the people. So you're saying that the people are fucking dimwits and they need you to think for them.
Right.
That's what you're saying?
Right.
Do you think these people in Jackson, Mississippi haven't already figured out that the numbers are in their favor? That's why once they got a black mayor, they've been having black mayors?
Yep, exactly. Yep. That's what I said, the exact same thing. We have black mayors. We had a so-called black president, and we still suffering?
Yeah.
Because you know why? Because they're not following their laws. They're following somebody else's laws and regulations. It's not created. The laws is not created for them. It was not created for us. We're still following their laws. And they always going to keep them in power. This is the reason why nothing is not being done. So you can have all the, and Marcus Garvey said this in the book. He said this. But people act like they know Marcus Garvey and they never read nothing about this man. And this Bozo said, well, Marcus Garvey, I never saw him with no Christmas. How the fuck you know? This man, he made a poem called The Spirit of Christmas. He said that Jesus was born on that day. This is what he said. So he celebrates Christmas. But then you're going to put up some scripture. And this man supposed to be a Muslim, but you putting up some Bible that has nothing to do with us. That shit was created in Europe.
Speaking of that, you notice how Meatball keeps quoting the Bible a lot.
Yeah, or he's quoting the Bible or Elijah Muhammad, who suppose that he loves so much.
Right.
He hates Marcus Garvey. He said Marcus Garvey was a parasite.
He says he wants to get rid of religion, but he keeps quoting the Bible.
He quoting the Bible. Yeah.
He keep doing that.
Yep.
Trying to reel people in or trick people, right? Or you're still religious, and he still has that Nation of Islam. He did one video talking about nobody told me what to think. I was thinking like this since I was 7 years old, 7-year-old activist. and he tried to trick the people. Remember when I don't know if you saw that video, then he showed himself at 17. And he said, yeah, I was, I think he said Jesse Jackson or Al Sharpton came or something like that. And he said, I was doing the speaking and introducing them, and I was a black activist at 17. See, that's trickery because when you just showed a picture, you were at a podium at 17. We don't know what the hell you were saying or what the hell was going on.
Right, exactly. He could have been singing. He could have been singing a Christmas song. Come on, man. Like it's all fuckery, man. Like I always say this, and I always say this, man. We all got work to do, right? We all doing out every little, because I'm not living in a mansion or whatever. I'm not making no Tariq Nasheed money. But we already see. Let me say this because I want to make this clear. I could tell that, Alcorn, I could tell that you've been to college, and I could tell you you're very educated, and I like talking to people who's educated. What I you do those, like when you look at people like Brother Polite, Sarah Seti, and these guys, and I'm not saying these guys are not intelligent. They're very smart, but these guys were criminals. These guys were criminals. These guys came out of jail, so that's all. That's what they do. That's what they've been doing, is hustling. That's what they do. And I'm not saying that I haven't learned from these. Of course, I learned from these guys, but I don't have that criminal activity in my mind where I'm just going to say, "Oh, I'm going to trade crack for books." Or I'm gonna sell, instead of selling crack, I'm gonna sell books or something like that. Something that Sonetta has said. So I don't have that type of mentality. I just like to, whatever knowledge I know, I want to just share it. It's not about money to me. It's about sharing knowledge. And that's what I want to do. You know what I mean? So
these others, it's about selling knowledge.
It's all about, it's all about, it's a hustling business, man. It's that street mentality, and they infuse it with consciousness, I should say.
Or when you really dig down into it, what they're really doing is promoting the same old white man propaganda with a black face and under the guise of black power. That's why Dagger Squad, Sonnet and his crew, Jabari, all these people, they'll spew out the BS that they spew out, but when you try to challenge them directly, they don't want to do it. It has to be prearranged and set up. It can't be some random guy. That's why I've been trying to call Sonnet again. He has the numbers that I use blocked.
Oh, wow. Wow.
And how do I know? Because I see, in between when he's taking calls, you'll hear the phone ring, and I know when I'm calling, he'll look at the number and just totally ignore it. He does that to a lot of people. These people are phonies, frauds.
Yeah.
But they get numbers. And to that Sister Noble, like I said in the video I made, even though they're frauds, she's trying to sell a book. She should have been sticking with Sarnetta and Nepal and leaving that low-down meatball alone, because all he's doing is trying to bring her.
A lot of people was telling her about that. They was telling her, you got to. They was telling her, you got to leave this dude alone. They told her, they warned her. But she didn't want to. She wanted to be loyal to nobody. So, like I said, success breeds success. If you know that you're a successful person, you're gonna hang out with success. Just like when Snoop Dogg said, he said, when you grow, and your friends have to help you close that gap. But if your friends is still at the bottom, still doing the same dumb shit, you got to leave them alone. You know what I'm saying? It's facts.
And Meatball can't wait to drag her back down.
Huh?
Said Meatball couldn't wait to drag her back down.
Yeah, he's happy. And now she's even more angry. Now she's blaming us because her book ain't selling. I had nothing to do with her fucking book ain't selling. It's and then the whole donations situation. I mean, just demanding donation. You can't do no shit like that. Who the fuck are you? Or you gonna run those donations? Oh well, wait a minute. So it's all about money. It's not about liberating the people. It's all about making money.
Right. And this is Meatball. This is the same guy who would critique me, talking about, I'm taking donations. Now you see this man keep talking about donations all the time. Give me money, give me this, I got this, I got that. Come on.
And then he's still mad because you gave him $1.
Yeah. But Like I said before, I gave him the
Oh
$1.
shit! I'll take that dollar. Shit, that dollar can make me. That dollar can. You sure? I might win a lottery from that dollar. Shit. Yeah, I ain't gonna shit.
And that's what I'm saying. That search for Uru, I gave him that $1.
Mm-hmm.
And that motherfucker took that $1. He didn't send that $1 back. He said, I'm taking it. Shit, $1 is $1. You get $1 from everybody listening. That's a lot of money.
That's right. That's money. Yeah. All right. Shit.
But Meatball talking about, nah, you're supposed to give me more than that, more than I want. Matter of fact, I'm glad you mentioned that because now hopefully I can set the record straight because this guy continues to lie about that $50 he gave me.
And I want to bring, and by the way, hold that thought because I want to bring with CJ. He called CJ a thief. And maybe CJ, if he wants to, he could talk about that situation because I don't think CJ talked about that. Calling CJ a thief about the equipment. And I'm like, wait a minute, how are you going to talk about thief? But he's not a thief. He didn't steal nothing. You gave him, you voluntarily gave him that equipment.
Right, man. Remember how I was telling you, oh my God, man, that's such a long story.
Yeah,
like
but
I would need to do it. Like
no, you should express how you feel. Because that was wrong for him to say that.
True that. And I just don't like, him just putting out the negative propaganda out there about me. And this is supposed to be the leader of Mississippi. So it's just like of all people, that's why I already showed when you look at his channel, it's just nothing but negativity.
Yeah.
But the people are supposed to follow behind this. And then he's putting out this negative propaganda out here about me, trying to act like, trying to put me in the same category as he was putting, Umar Johnson. And oh man, like I'm some type of scam artist or something like that. I mean, man, it's just a whole lot. And at the end of the day, it's just, I just look at, man, the bro, he's just miserable, man. And one thing I try not to do is feed the trolls because regardless of how many times, man, he's been mentioning my name, he's been saying it, man, for a couple of years, and it all stemmed over the fact. All right, I will say this about the situation. I ain't gonna go deep off into it, but I will say this: it all began because I went on to a live stream with him, back in the day when me and him was like really, really tight,
right?
And I was on a live stream with him and Rashida Strober, and somehow, Dr. Umar Johnson's name came up, and Rashida Strober was dissing him, right? And I when it was my turn to talk, I was just basically saying like, well, at least at that point in time, because like I already told you, bro, now that we fast forward, I do see some flaws in Dr. Umar Johnson's character. I mean, I ain't gonna lie no more. But back then, just the allegations that people were trying to make against him, just saying that this man, for one, wasn't a doctor. And I didn't know for a fact whether he was a doctor or not, but I knew he had to hold some type of degree because of how articulate he was with his words. And okay, not only that, I just had no proof that this man actually was stealing donation money. So since I have no concrete evidence. So, I mean, just the way I operate, man, I'm not going to convict people without a fair trial. Like, I'm not trying to say that, I was right or wrong about that, Sniffy didn't like that. Sniffy didn't like that. He didn't like the fact that I was defending Umar Johnson. So that's how me and him really got in, kind of fell out a little bit. Remember, I told you it's like the old school prison trick, man. You know how like if you come back to your bunk bed and you see a candy bar on your bed, like don't pick it up because it comes with attachments. And it made me feel as if just because he donated to me, that all of a sudden I was supposed to change my ideology. Like, I was supposed to be shaped and molded to believe, what he wanted me to believe. And I'm supposed to become a mini version of him. Just because you donated. And I mean, when I look at it, I mean, if that's what you're looking for, man, you should have just kept your donation, bro. Because I'm gonna, stay true to, my beliefs. But fast forwarding things, yeah, I do see what some people were saying now about Dr. Umar Johnson, just with the arrogance. Like I still don't see no concrete evidence that the man's stealing anything. I mean, that's just me. But the arrogance, when I was talking to Brother Bakari about this, like, off of the air, and I was just telling him, man, I was like, man, I'm starting to question Dr. Umar Johnson a little bit, like, especially, with him supposed to be in the Prince of Pan-Africanism and following up behind the footsteps, of Marcus Garvey. Like, it was a little bit questionable to me when, he was putting out these posts on Facebook, win a date with Umar. Like, win a date with Umar. Oh, black ladies, all you got. Oh, I'm taking wifey resumes.
Oh my
I mean, don't get it twisted. I mean, my thing is, like, you're supposed to represent Marcus Garvey. Like, I've never heard of Marcus Garvey or Malcolm X. Like, how would we look at Malcolm X if he was talking like that? Like, I'm gonna enter into a raffle to win a date with Malcolm X, like he's some type of celebrity. I mean,
that's kind of bogus, man.
Yeah, that's bogus. You ain't never heard none of his posts? He said that in a lot of his videos. I'm sure Alquan's heard
Muhammad. Oh yeah, I heard that. Elijah Muhammad, he did that though.
Oh, for real? Wow.
I mean, in a sense, I'm talking about,
wow. And I'm just mad, like, when he started doing that, it's just like, wow, bro, like, you're becoming more than just a community activist. Now you're done turned into a celebrity.
Right.
I mean, I got to enter into a raffle just to have a day in neighborhood with you, bro. And it's just like, man, that type of stuff right there is just like, that's why, man, I changed my entire name. Like, I stayed away from, making those pro-black type of videos, bro. I don't even do that stuff no more, man. I really don't watch the channels. I only watch like a couple channels, like Alquan. I do watch you a lot. And, I just don't never say nothing, right? But no, you be keeping it real the way you be exposing like these Nietzsche X's and you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
these Tariq Nasheeds, these race pimps.
Yeah.
So I definitely, bro, like you be putting out good stuff, and it's a couple other, channels that I watch, but man, it's just like y'all was saying a little bit earlier, man, this is just all a hustle. I mean, this whole pro-black stuff, man, it's just all
it becomes it's definitely it's a turnoff, man. And I just want to say, because I know Alquan wanted to talk about the whole dollar situation, but also Alquan, I was just a little confused because when I first met you was really cool with Uncle Ruckus. Because I remember you was, because y'all had the whole anti-African, how you said, y'all both had this anti-African philosophy, I guess, how you want to call it. But like, what happened? And you could talk about the whole dollar situation, but I just want to know what just real quick, what happened? Like, how did y'all? Did it start with the whole Mississippi idea thing?
That's where it all started, because I dared critique it and ask questions about, okay, when the people go, the usual questions, when are you going,
right,
be about, and all that kind of stuff. So he had the fake being mad about that because, it's easier to, in some people's minds, it's easier to pretend to be mad rather than to just answer the goddamn questions.
Right. I understand. Right.
So that's how it all started.
Talk about that whole dollar situation thing.
Yeah, because this guy keeps bringing up that damn $50 every damn time. I'm like, man,
which is old, by the way. But
yeah, and he keeps lying about it too, saying that he donated to me once and for all. The Negro, he didn't donate the money to me. The man paid me, and another dude I used to be cool with, the clown who took my other channel down, he paid him $50 to go to his Soul Liberation Day. That's what the hell he did. He keeps asking me to get the money back. You paid me to do a job.
That's the same thing he told CJ. He wanted his equipment back, or the money back for the equipment.
Hey, you don't have to give him shit back. Give him your ass to kiss.
That was the case.
Shit. So this guy keeps lying to the public, saying he donated $50 to me and he did something good for me. He paid me, and he paid the other guy. I'm not going to say his name, but he paid that guy to go on his soul liberation show, because if we didn't show up, Rashida Strober was going to be the only one there.
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line with that. And you need to stop lying, Meatball. Stop lying.
Right. And my whole thing is this: is that he keeps banging on Pan-Africanism or whatever. Is all this? He clearly don't know what it means. He don't know what it is. And that's cool. Like my ideology is personal to me, and I remember saying this to you and to you before. It's personal to me. You know, it's just that, you know, I have my way of doing things. We talk about our ancestors, but we really don't practice. We don't carry their legacy. Our job is to try to carry our ancestors' legacy. We just can't do what we want to do. It's just the right thing, because we still. Now, our strategies might have to change a little bit. Of course, I agree that our strategy, like the whole voting, I think people need to stop voting because voting don't work. It was supposed to have been another strategy, but not as a coach, like the protesting and the marching. That was supposed to be strategies, but since it don't work, then we supposed to keep it moving. But the fight still goes on. That's all I'm saying. Now, and I always tell people, because people always like, oh, when you gonna go to Africa or whatever? I said, well, I said, look, I want to go. And I want to explore. I want to check it out. I want to probably do business over there. Even Malcolm X said, he said those that want to go, but at least have a cultural link. Keep a cultural link to the motherland, so you could do trade and commerce and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So if we, you know, and I always say this, and Alquan and CJ, I always say that we need a government that's going to stand by us. This is not our government. We need a government that's going to stand by us. And that's what's going to make us, that's what's going to give us that type of protection. So in other words, if I need something, if I have somebody from the motherland say, look, I need, you know, this type of, you know, whatever I need, I can get it. Look, Asians they do it all the time. The Italians, they do it all the time. You know what I'm saying? So we got to have something that's going to have, we need protection. We have no protection in this country, and the United States government is not going to protect us. Hell, even Biden protecting the Asians, they passing laws for Asians.
Right.
So that's a problem. That's a problem. We are unprotected in this country, unprotected. So, and it doesn't matter. Like I know, like I'm with you. Like I agree with you. And I want to say this, Alcon, I agree with you that yes, I'm for the Africans. I'm just gonna use the word Africans. I'm for the Africans in the United States. I'm for it. I'm with you on that. But I'm just saying with me, I just take it further for me that I want to join with other Africans that is going to willing to help, or we can exchange ideas. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. But I'm definitely with you on. Because Malcolm X said the same thing. You know, I'm definitely with you about, you know, uniting with our people in this country. But I'm just saying, for me, I just want to take it further than that. But I never disagree with you. I said I'm for what you're saying. You know, I'm just
with that African stuff. I be listening to them all the time.
No, I'm just saying, well, black or whatever you want to call it. I'm just saying, for me, I just use the word African. That's just me.
I'm glad you brought that up, because you see how that Meatball tried to put together that montage video saying, oh, he's playing a guy now.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Because he thinks I manipulated D. Durrell, who was a goddamn therapist.
Right, yeah.
Into banging on him.
Yeah.
D. Durrell, you could hear from the conversation, he had these thoughts on his mind any damn way. I mean, damn, it's crazy.
Yeah, he tried to make it seem that you're a hypocrite and all that stuff. But I kind of knew, but like I said, I never disagreed with you and all that. I think, and I know Brother Bakari, he was saying that how, and he showed an old video where you had the northern blacks didn't like the southern blacks. And I was like, I didn't even see that shit before in my life. I was like, damn, you got black people in this country hating all the black people? Oh, we are better than them. And they come over under north and we don't want them coming. I said, but these are your people. These are your family people. You know, our people originate from the south.
Right.
So you had a lot of this, anti Black American going on in here in this country. You know what I mean? So I don't get down. I'm just saying that we're stronger than numbers. And that's what the United States hated. They did not want us to unite with Africa. It was CJ, what was that? The Memorandum 47?
Yeah, memorandum 40.
Yeah, and that was during Jimmy Carter. They would say, "Yo, our job is not to let Black people in this country to unite with Africa." And they knew, and why would they do that? Why would they do that? Because they knew we're stronger than numbers. They knew that we'll be connected to some government that's going to have our back.
Right.
So go ahead.
I was just going to say, when I talk about Africa, I'm trying to explain the realities of the matter, because when you hear people like Circus or even the Sarnetta and their bogus crew, they give you the romanticized and even the fictionalized version of Africa, of how they think, what's going on there and what's not going on there. I try to let it be known, and I'm proud to announce that when it comes to places like Madagascar, and North Africa and all that kind of stuff, I show people the governments and the actual political situation going on. And people like Sir Ross Sutton-Seti, after a while, they started having to say, okay, yeah, people in Madagascar are mixed. Maybe they didn't know that before. Who knows? But they never mentioned it before. But you got to understand that Madagascar is off of Africa, and you got some Indonesian Asians basically in control of the place.
That's true, yeah. And that's why there's a lot of chaos right now, like in South Africa or whatever. Because I hate to say this, and I'm going to keep it 100. I blame Black people for this. I blame Black people because you allow these people to come in your country and just take over. You allow these people to take over, and then when they get too much power, then all of a sudden you're going to get mad. No, fuck that. So I was on this one channel, and they were saying how that the countries that are in chaos because got all these different foreigners in there, some of them are looking for help from Black people over here, right, to help them. So one sister said, let me tell you something. She said, you got all those Black folks in the country of Africa. You can't expect a small group of Black people compared to over there in Africa. We're a small group to bail you out. She said, that's insane.
Right.
She said, you need to take control of your country, and then once you take control, then you can tell Black people, okay, now we good. Now you can come over and we can help build. That's how it works. And she made a good point. I said, damn, that's true. Because if you got more Black people over there, and you're struggling because you letting the Asians they took over because you allowed this to happen, then all of a sudden you want Black people here in America to bail you out, or it can't happen. You struggling over in your own country. You can't even have instead of just saying, you know what, give them an ultimatum. No, either you get out of here, run them out. No, you rather compromise and all this other stuff, and then now the country is getting worse and worse and worse. But then you were looking over here for Black people to bail you out. No, fuck that. So she made a good point on that. I was like, wow, that's true.
Yep, I mean,
we're a small group compared to over there. It's not,
right, and asking us for help makes no sense because we're not in control of nothing. No, right. U.S. foreign policy. Hell, your best bet was Obama. You see how he did.
Right, right. And then you had the other sellout. What's his name? The other sellout, he passed away. What's his name? From South Africa. What's his name?
Mandela.
Yeah, he sold out. He had an opportunity to run those white folks out, and he didn't do it. And now South Africa is more like the United States. They brought in the homosexuality and all that other stuff, because when white people they come, they bring all their filth with them, and now it becomes like almost damn near like a United States.
And that's what Meatball said when you go to Mississippi, come as you are.
Right, and I told him about that too. But now Bozo Muhammad, he's accepted that too. He accepted the bullshit too.
But see, in Meatball's last video, he said, I'm going to turn, when you go to Mississippi, we're going to turn you righteous. I said, what? This guy keeps contradicting himself. I mean,
Alcorn, check this out. He's more blackity black more than us. Because remember, he's for all black people. It doesn't matter if you're a murderer. It doesn't matter if you're a rapist, a molester. It doesn't matter if you're a swirler. It doesn't matter if you're down with the homosexual. He's for all black folks.
It really said all people.
That's dangerous. That's dangerous. We trying to eliminate that virus out of our race.
Well, that's like saying if you're from Detroit, bring everything that you got in Detroit the way it is to Mississippi, and we good to go.
So nothing ain't gonna change. Yeah. Ain't nothing gonna change.
But see, when you tell him that, he gets upset.
He gets upset. Why? Yeah. I noticed that. Yeah.
Because those are the raw facts, man. That's why Muhammad's idea is better, because he's trying to say, well, you come a certain way, and then once you come a certain way, once we get there, then we can build something better than what we left behind. But Meatball just wants you to bring every damn thing, the homosexuality, prostitution, drug addiction. And when you say this to him, he'll say, I ain't say that. But then if you said come as you are, that's what you're saying.
That's what DT was saying too. Said the same thing you said.
See,
and that's why I played the video, huh?
I like DT. Matter of fact, if she can get in touch with me, Alquan Speaks at Gmail, I'd like to bring her on my show.
Yeah. I think I would definitely because I spoke to her, me and CJ, we spoke to her a while back, and I haven't heard from her in a minute. So yeah, she's watching, definitely. I would like to look into watch that, because y'all can definitely build on that, because she's real. She's real. I like her. Yeah. I really do.
Yeah, I knew she was too raw, too strong.
Yeah, she's very strong. But I like those type of sisters like that.
He's not that type of guy. He's a soft punk, and he's just not built for leadership, and he's not brave.
Mm-hmm. Well, when she got sisters, when she got that Mammy Noble rocking back, some people think they know me, Some people think they fucking know me, You had a doofy ass speech impediment. Yeah, sister. Yeah, I understand, sister. Yeah, I understand, sister. Let me get the fuck out of here, man. You're grown. You got a grown ass woman. Let a young girl punk you. Shit. Oh, damn. She wrong. Some people think they know me. Oh, me, man. That's Lord. That's shit.
Yeah, I knew their personalities were clashed.
Yeah. But
right now, Meatball, he's just got Noble left. Talib, I swear, I read his body language. It seems like he's saying, "Man, these people are nuts. I'm out of here."
And got Bozo Muhammad. He been bought. So he been bought. Went along, got along with it, and double talking and all that shit.
I think that mod twin that he has in his chat room, I think he's just happy to be a moderator, if you ask me.
That Karen, that white girl Karen, and that white girl Karen, she's another one. God Nolly. What she said? She said, I know about God in Hollywood, but you don't know me.
Yeah.
Who are you? Who are you? You a white girl trying to pass for black. And that's all. And let me tell you something. I don't like black feminists. She's a black feminist. I stay away from them, because black feminists, they are liars. They hate black men. And I just can't stand them. I don't like them. I don't like them. You got real sisters that don't like black feminists. I know that. Trust me. They do not like black feminists. They are the worst. Now, she's a feminist. Now, I know she's not black, but she's a feminist. And I don't, you could just tell the way she talks. She has this anger about black men, like she's somebody, like some black dude just I don't know, busted her mouth and just say, all right, get the fuck out my house type of shit. I don't, So
yeah, you hear it, it's unfortunate, but when you the mouths that they have on them, they're gonna stay single.
Right, yeah. Mitchie X, she's oh my God, she's nasty. Oh,
I'll tell you this about Mitchie X. So I think I could actually hang out with Meechie X more than I can hang out with these people.
But she cursed the shit out. God damn, she went off on you. Oh my God.
But again, she was trying to do what Meatball did. You know, when you want to ask them the questions, they prefer to come with the anger act over just asking the questions. Now, she said she was coming on my show. She said we could have a discussion. That's why I put the video ahead of that. And she BS'd. Meatball said he was coming on my show. I was trying to give him his outlet to express it and promote his so-called Mississippi campaign. He didn't want to do it. Now, that's off now, even though he's not coming on anyway. But if he wanted to now, I'm not even letting him do that now.
Right. Yeah. Because he didn't want to face the hard questions.
Yeah.
She said, yeah, that's true. Meechie X is friends with Tommy Sotomayor. That's true.
Yeah.
Tommy Sotomayor is also mixed. He's friends with David Dukes too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's bad. That's bad. You know what I'm saying? So so I don't know.
One last thing, that Sister Noble, when I had her on my show, again, I had her on there.
She did by the way, she did a bad job promoting her book.
Yeah.
She did a terrible job. Oh my fucking God.
Now, I brought her on there strictly because I said, you know what? She has a book. I said she can get on somebody else's show, and then somebody else might see it, and then she can get on somebody else's show as a reference. Then, it could build from there. Then she got on with that Nepal side netter, and it could have built from there. But see, after she left my show, she tried to say that I had ulterior motives for bringing her on, which I did not. I didn't ask for money. Side netter asked you for some money. Yep. and I just brought her on there just to help jumpstart her situation. And then Meatball tried to instigate because he likes to bring, I know people like him, they like to bring and keep people down when they're rising. So he tried to tell her, he had a lady call her a bitch. And I didn't say anything. Most of the time when people argue on my show, I let it flow. Right. But when she called her a bitch, I said, you can't say that.
Yeah, I muted her. Yep, you sure did. Her. You sure did.
But Meatball tries to say, I let that flow and let that happen. Get out of here with that.
Mm-hmm. Shay said, Meechie X is mixed. Her mother is white. Yep, that's true. That's true.
Oh, no, her father's white.
Yes, father's white. Yes.
Hey, bro, I'm going to head off real quick, man. I'll be listening.
Yeah, go ahead, brother. Go ahead. I'm about to. And you say your last words, and because I'm about to.
Man, bro, I appreciate you having me. And I'm definitely, man, going to be, here for you.
Man, I appreciate you coming on, bro.
You had my back.
Definitely.
They was trying to take shots at me, so
yeah.
So, man, definitely, man. Just hit me up, bro. And,
I got you, brother. I got you. We'll talk soon, okay?
Okay, peace out. Peace out.
CJ.
Peace out.
I'm going to say this. See, what I would have done for Mammy Noble, I would have bought her book, and I would have actually read her book. And if I liked the book, and I would have said, look, did a whole program of promoting her book, like just like Oprah used to, she would do for people. And I would say, look, I read your book. And I think it's a good book. I think people should get it. This is what was said, and I would put little quotes here and there, and that's how I would have done it to really get the message out. Right. But people have just been buying her book out of pity, not really actually was interested in her book, and that's why she kept saying, "Well, this is a good book." And I put a lot of work into it, and whatever. People's not, they don't care. They don't really. They just said, "Okay, I'll buy your book," they never read. That's why it's not getting enough promotion like that. And she's trying to promote it, but nobody don't believe her unless somebody come up and say, "Hey, I read the book. It's a really good book." Somebody need to say that. But see, I'm just saying, I would have done that for her if she would have done right by me. But she has not done right. But she decided to take sides. And let me say this real quick. And the only reason why me and Mammy Noble got into it because her sugar daddy, she called her, her sugar called her baby cakes. Yeah, my baby cakes, my baby. That's that old sugar daddy talk. Yeah, my baby cake, or baby cakes, right? So he did a live talking about Marcus Garvey and all, the usual bull crap. So I did a rebuttal talking about whatever he's into, his ideology or whatever. So while I'm sitting there doing my live feed, this name come up called Alberta Parrish. I'm like, well, who the fuck is Alberta? I mean, this person going in on me. I mean, cursing me, not cursing at me, but you claim you RBG, and what had the RBG Nation have done for blah blah blah? Just going in. And then you had another person named Eric Bell or whatever his name was, and I didn't even know that was Talib. So he's going in on me. I'm like, who's these people? And so I typed in the name Alberta Parrish. I'm like, and I said, Sister Noble came. I was like, damn, I didn't do nothing to this girl. Why is she coming at me like that? And that's how my beef was with her because of that. I mean, she was really going in on me, and that's why I just had this. I felt a certain way about that because I always treated her nice. And I felt disappointed. So when she talked about Nepal betraying her, but she betrayed me. You know what I'm saying? Like how did I feel when you was going in because you was trying to protect your sugar daddy? She should have stayed out of it. I didn't have no problems with her. So for her to say that she was hurt because Nepal played her or whatever, which I don't believe her. But if that's the case, then you did the same thing. So how you think I felt? You know what I mean?
Right.
And I was so nice to her, even when we was all on a panel, Alquan. I remember like it was just, and I still got the proof. So if they say bring the proof, I'll bring the proof. And when we was talking, he was, of course, Uncle Rucker, he was doing all the, kept talking. You know how he talked. He talked for hours. So I had to stop the dude. I said, no, let the sister talk. That's what I said. Let Sister Noble talk. I want to hear her what she thinks about it. So I remember she was like, no, I'm good. I just want to sit back and I'm just hearing the information. That's all, And I told Noble, I said, look, if you want to jump in, just jump in. So I'm letting her know that once you decide to jump in, ain't nobody not going to interrupt you. I won't allow it. So she was like, okay, no problem, this and that. And that was it. So I always had respect for her. But when she did that, it was like, all that respect went out the window.
Right. I think, the trend with these people is clear. Meatball is getting into her ear, trying to manipulate her into doing and acting out because she's trying to do the same no good tactics that he has done on his various channels to get some type of recognition and notice, which is to just call people out, make crazy accusations, start beefs, do everything just to get some cheap hits. Where the truth be told, if she would have dropped his ass and stuck with the Nepal, even if you didn't like Nepal and Sarnetta, you trying to sell a book, you just stick with them for that, and then
you got to play the game. You got to play the game, and they don't know how to play the game.
Right, and that's why they're angry.
Right, and they blaming us, and we're not doing anything to them. We're not bothering them. You know what I'm saying? So a lot. Here's my whole thing is this. When I see you challenging Uncle Ruckus, I see the hunter become the hunted. You see what I'm saying? Because he used to do the same thing to me. He used to come on there and slick this and be he's the original troll. He's the OG troll. So for him to call you a troll, no, he just met his match. That's how I look at it. You just match your match. Now you can't take it. You can't take the heat now. Now you running to Google. Now you running the white man to protect you. You see the hypocrisy in that? So I don't like I said. It's just sad when you got grown. He's pushing 60 though. He's a grown man. Think about that. He's pushing 60, and you would think this is the reason why I respect the elder that Bozo Muhammad would have on his show, because you could tell he's more. He's a listener. He don't act like that.
Right. He tried to diss him too.
Right. He tried. Yeah, of course. And what I don't like about Bozo Muhammad, like I'll give you a perfect example. I just took a quick look at a video where they was talking about how the Nation of Islam went broke after the death of Elijah Muhammad, right? All the businesses start closing down or whatever. Now, this elder, he been around. He been around. Now, Elijah Muhammad passed away in 75. Now, I'm assuming that Bozo Muhammad, he was a young kid. He was an infant during that time. So you're gonna tell an elder that is not true while you were still sucking on your mother's titty, dude? Like, are you serious? You're wrong for that. That's like me. If you my elder, Alquan, and if you're telling me about history, either when I was an infant or that I wasn't even born yet, I'm going to listen to you. I'm not going to sit there and say, well, I disagree with you. Who the fuck am I? I was born yesterday. You see how disrespectful these motherfuckers are, man. And I'm listening. I say, how are you going to tell this man that he's a liar?
He's always looking to beef with any and everybody. And I mean,
That's
you just have
wrong for
to
that.
chalk it up. The man is he's sick. I mean, he's proven sick. It's not just a expression. The man is truly sick. You see, the man has on his slate like 10, 15 videos to go into the future. He overloads people with videos.
Yeah, and nobody and the views is very low. I mean, they just, and like you said, and I like what you said that when you said about Mammy Noble, you said that she's annoying. She's very annoying. You know, she's talking about, she said, I make great content. I'm like, no, you don't. Attacking people, slandering people, making beef with it is not good content. I just did a video about about Latasha Hollins.
That's good content.
That was a good content because I want to know. And see, those are the things I like to do. I like to talk about certain things that's did them. I don't, I don't make this view. I don't even like doing this. I didn't want to do this. But since they attacked me and they're attacking you and our name's coming up, I just said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going all out on this. No mercy. I'm not showing no mercy. I'm tired of this, man. It's just what it is.
And I can predict the future. He's gonna make a response to this.
Yeah, he could do it. He could do it. I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? I gotta move on, man. I want to talk about cryptocurrency. I gotta get with Cool Cutter and because people want to make money.
Right.
The right way. You know what I'm saying? So I want to get involved in that. I got a lot of Alquan, I got a lot of ideas. And like I said, I don't do videos every day. That means I'm doing other things, other projects I'm doing for Black people and by Black people. So I don't put everything on. I don't put everything on internet. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to let you know that's what I'm doing right now. So you got people all putting in the work. People all doing it.
Right.
So like I said, I just want to let you know, brother, I appreciate you. And like I said, even though we might have different ideologies, but I never disagree with you on a lot of things you say, because I'm for Black folks who's about the right things. I'm for Black people who's about Black people and do the right things. And that's what you're about. You're about education. You're not against all that degeneracy bullshit. I'm not either. So you stand, and I like because you stand your ground on certain things, and you're about principle, and I'm with you on that. So I'm I'm on the same team, even though we might have some differences, but that's cool. That's fine. We're gonna have differences. We're not gonna think alike all the time. But I will take some of your stuff and I say, well, I like what he's saying. Let me apply that.
That's just that's what people should do with everybody, you know?
Yes. So that's what people don't like. They think, because even when I have the email that he sent me, he was trying to cause this confusion. This is Uncle Ruckus. He was trying to cause this confusion. He was like, yeah, that video that you did with Alquan exposing him and this and this and this and this. He said, I like that video. This is what you need to do. That's what you need to do. Do that type of video. So he was trying to create this. He wanted to keep this beef between you and I. And I said, that's why I was just like, no, I'm not doing that. I don't have no beef with no Alquan like that. No, I don't have no beef with no Alquan. We might have different ideologies. We might think differently, but I'm willing to work with him. That's just me.
Shit, Meatball's not willing to work with anybody
No,
unless
he's
it's
not.
under his control.
Yeah, he wants to be MP, but he said he's not trying to be nobody's master. And I said, even when I did the black unity with the question mark, I said he's not fit to lead. Of course, he's not fit to lead because he was trained to follow. The Nation of Islam trained you to follow. That's why you always hear, "Oh, I'm a follower of Elijah Muhammad. I'm a follower of Louis Farrakhan." These people are not fit to lead. So when you hear Bozo Muhammad say, "Oh, I'm a leader," or "I'm a black leader," he's not trained. How you gonna say you're a black leader when you know you're not trained to lead?
Damn.
You're not trained to lead. You're a follower of Louis Farrakhan. You're a follower. You're not a leader. That's the reason why I say I'm a student of Marcus Garvey, because students become teachers. They become leaders. It's a big difference.
That's true.
Difference. So I'm gonna end this.
All right.
Any last words before I close out?
No, I just want to say to Meatball, let's see if you can restrain yourself and not make a response video and talk about your Mississippi campaign and what the hell you gonna do in that in your videos instead. And I'm done.
And I also want to add, I also want to say to Uncle Ruckus and Bozo Muhammad, concentrate on promoting your idea. If that's what you're there to do is promote, do your little billboards or whatever you have to do. Make that your focus. Make that your focus. All this video and bringing me up and all this other stuff is not helping your cause. Focus on your idea. Focus on this. Your idea. Promote. That's all your videos should be about promotion. That's it. That's my advice. So with that said, I want to thank to the chat. I mean, let me just give a couple of shout out. I want to even give thanks to Tyrone who came on here. But I just want to tell the brother, said no, it's the wrong video. That wasn't the. I didn't want to talk about my ideology. But I want to give a shout out to CJ for coming through. Erica Howard, Shay hates race mixing traders. Who else? Brother Bakari. Who else? And my other brother, Rossetti. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. Who else? That was another person out there. Oh, KW Dawn 7, shout out to you. Information Man, shout out to you. I think that's it. So again, thank you for watching. And press the like, share, you know what I'm saying? And Alquan, thanks again for coming through. I appreciate you, brother.
All right, peace out.
Peace. Later.